Welcome to another episode of Our Kinky Kindles, the podcast where smut is better with friends.
Savannah, we're back.
We're back.
They invited us back.
We did a good job.
Oh, did we? Wait, did we?
You did a good job.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in our second episode of our little mini-series for the Summer I Turned Pretty.
There's a lot of content too.
There's a lot of content and a lot of thoughts to be had and
important points to be made.
Yeah, and as I was editing the previous episode, there was a lot. Everyone had so many things to say all the time.
Usually all at the same time.
At the same exact time.
And we only made it through 3 episodes, and it took over 2 hours.
No, it took 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it sure did.
So Katie, in such a gift to our community, was able to edit that.
Such
down.
a gift.
Y'all are so welcome. Only we will know what was edited out. What did we say? What did we talk about? You can't know.
Well, let me tell. I'll give you a little hint.
Some things have to remain confidential.
Of what might have been edited out. A solid 10 minutes of us literally watching the One Direction movie.
Yeah.
And then also watching a clip from Call Me By Your Name, and we'll let you guess what clip that was.
Wait, we didn't keep that in?
I think I might have kept in some of the conversation, but definitely not us watching him do that.
Do some stuff.
Also, the 19 labias, did all of them make it?
I don't think.
Oh, yeah,
I
all
don't.
19 labias.
I don't think all 19
point, Brandon.
made it.
Good point.
I remembered. Our goal tonight, viewers, is 20 labias.
Yeah.
Yes.
As I was editing, I was doing a
Labia.
running labia count.
So if you listen to the first one, comment how many
Yeah, I know
labias
that I
you
took some
hear.
out, so let me know how many actually made it into the episode.
One of the best drinking games yet. I mean, if you really want to get plastered,
If you just want to take a shot every time we say labia.
then you've already got 5 or 6.
Right.
Brandon was already holding his mic away
Correct.
so he could wheeze.
He needed to do it. He needed to wheeze it.
Email us at, what is it again? Our Kinky Kindles at
Nope.
Our Kinky Kindles pod at Gmail.
That's right.
Yeah.
Email us the labia account.
Yeah, send us the labia account or follow us on TikTok at OKKPod.
Yeah, we are, labias are really important. Labias come in all different shapes and
Not gonna lie, I still don't know what that is.
Well,
God.
We should make it a scrotum count or something.
not a scrotum.
Scrotum.
I just hate that word.
It's a terrible word.
You got one.
Unless we're talking about
unfortunately.
Jeremiah's.
We're into Jeremiah's scrotum.
You kept talking about Jeremiah's scrotum on the podcast.
Just lay down.
Just lay down.
Just lay on down.
We're 3 minutes in.
Okay, you need some time. So, for context for our listeners, cotton candy wine has been involved today. We live in close to a mountain town that provides some special kinds of wine. And Brandon has gone out and he's hunted. He's gathered for us, and he brought home some good ones.
I pilfered. I pilfered through the mountains. I pilfered through the mountaintops.
You sure did. You sure did. Barefooted, just like a hillbilly.
You do sure work up in the
delicious.
mountains.
Oh, so it's like you can go do tasting. So they had like a peach and a mountain berry.
If anyone's seen Schitt's Creek with Moira Rose, is the representative for the fruit wine.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
exactly what
But you gotta like sweet lines though.
Yeah, yes, they are. They are all very sweet, especially the cotton candy variety. Well, y'all, we have watched part 2 of season 1.
Episodes 4 through 7.
Episodes 4 through 7.
Can I go first?
Yes.
means.
Y'all,
Thank you.
The note is called TSITP, episodes 4 through 7.
Yes. Episode 4. B for Brandon. Asterisk. No, that's a dash.
B is for Brandon.
B for Brandon.
I'm not drunk, I swear.
I'm drunk in the back of the car.
I put barely 3 fucking seconds in, quote, okay, I know we're all Jer girlies here, but drinking others' extra milk at the bottom of the cereal bowls has got to stop. I mean, you're shaking your head, and I put in parentheses, also Frosted Flakes is the superior of all cereals, and then Savannah commented under it and says, This is a safe space to share that I have never had Frosted Flakes before and also prefer Cheerios above everything else. Sorry.
Because I do.
I'm really glad that you're in therapy.
Yes.
Because
same.
this needs-
For many reasons, but this is the number one, though.
And we did address last week. We addressed
the Frosted Flake problem.
it, and I don't
We're
know
ahead
if
of
we
the
really
notes.
resolved
Yeah.
it so much as we just tied a neat bow
Yep.
on the situation. And you've landed on still,
I just can't do it.
yeah.
And I
still not
don't
in
know
the
if that's
place.
me. I have just told myself
It's 'cause I ate them
just
all.
can't do it. And so even when I tried, I'm like, nope.
Oh, it was your mindset going in.
It's like you don't like it.
When
Yep.
I got home,
Okay.
out of the bag that I packed clothes for tonight,
Sure.
Frosted Flakes fell out.
Well, when you stood up last time, there were just Frosted Flakes
God.
crumbled all around.
Cocoa Puffs.
It was.
Puffs are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
That wasn't mine. Anyways.
That's fine.
So I'm still offended that he can just pick up. All of us have watched it by now. Clearly, you're listening to the podcast. So he literally picks up the bowl of cereal after Belle was done with it and drinks the milk after it. And I just think that's just so fucking gross.
I would,
It is gross. I agree.
Think about how many times your spoon goes in the bowl and scoops
if
out
you're playing
cereal and
tonsil
milk.
hockey with the guy, it don't matter.
Yeah, that's
I don't like the idea of it. I just
there's
don't know if I
backlash.
So
could
we're
do
allowing it just because we're Jeremiah girls?
I think so.
I think later on.
So he could tousle your labia, but can't tousle your milk. Do you tousle? Never mind.
So, yeah.
Never mind.
Later on in your
Tousling.
notes, you said, think about how many times a spoon goes in and out of that bowl.
Did I say that too?
Yeah, in the next
God.
episode. And I said,
Sexual.
I'm
said
awesome.
Jeremiah can drink my milk bowl.
Who said that?
I did.
Some of mine. Cereal milk, if you know what I mean.
Okay, my first note for episode, for this
We're
is
never
for,
gonna make it.
episode 4, is gingham is very present in this series.
It is, and Savannah commented.
And I love it.
Yeah, as a gingham enthusiast, I'm here for it.
I am. I
So-
love gingham.
Let's
Every
take a
episode,
tally.
someo's wearing gingham.
And now I own more gingham because of
Yes,
this series.
it's true.
I
Very
ordered
cute
her
gingham.
adorable outfit in this episode. It's got a little creamsicle and pink gingham moment. Let's take a tally. How many gingham items estimated we own in our closets?
1.
That's it?
The reputation girly.
What?
I have 1. That's the skirt that we ordered that matches.
So cute.
Off the top, I can think of 7 off the top of my head.
7. That feels respectable.
Yeah.
Mine's probably these days in the 4 and 5s. Sorry. No. Yeah, 4 and 5 feels respectable. Brandon, share
What?
with us how many gingham items you have. In
I
your
used to have
closet.
49 gingham button downs because I counted because I worked at Bath and Body Works. So,
That's normal.
yeah. I scaled
49.
back.
49.
Still
Scaled
have
back.
a bunch.
So there are only 7 days in a week. So did you just never wash your?
That's 7 straight weeks of button downs. I needed options.
Well,
I needed different colors.
Gingham is so different every time.
every blue gingham is different than the other blue
They
gingham.
really
That's
are.
true.
I felt
They're not-
attitude with that one.
There are
I
not
felt
49
sarcasm.
varieties
I felt
of
rudeness.
blue gingham.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
Okay, at 6 minutes, they're making pomegranate margaritas, and I'm just wondering what kind of margarita has 17 whole ass pomegranates in it. They have a bag
Fully.
full of
Pomegranates.
Ain't no way.
So it should be noted that the pomegranate margaritas we had last week,
That
they were
was-
made. They were delicious. I accept no other feedback on them.
That
But-
led to the 3 hours and 19 minutes of content.
You're welcome.
I may have had a heavy pour.
So yes,
Oopsie.
that was 100% Brandon.
At 7 minutes and 30 seconds, Shayla is talking to, I'm assuming it's Steven's mom,
Yeah.
and saying that he's super respectful.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
he's
it's
a
his
good
dad.
messenger.
And I just wanted to say that Steven, super respectful Conklin, was dry humping Shayla on the beach literally the previous episode. So
It should be noted.
it should be noted that, I don't know if we would call him super respectful. He was on the bottom.
Super respectful. He was. Prop.
He was just laying there.
He was in euphoria.
His dreams were coming true.
At 9:59, I put white is definitely Jared's color.
Yeah, he looks so good in white because he's so tan.
Yes.
The tan.
So handsome. And then I put also his Adam's apple is massive.
It's okay. Truthfully,
Well, how did we not notice
all I
this until
can look
season? Stop staring at his throat.
I
God,
hate it.
Savannah.
And every time he talks or swallows or
move
anything,
a
I'm
lot.
like, oh my god.
Wait, is that?
It just
is that
moves.
hot?
I can't do it.
You don't like it?
I don't like
It
it.
doesn't bother me.
I don't like
Yeah,
how
me neither.
pointy his is. Like it just looks like maybe it hurts. I don't know. I
Ooh,
don't like. And then if you touch
interesting.
them, it just. I don't like it.
An interesting problem.
Have you
Just
ever
sit-
just like
Is that why you have
Consider it
to
a
do
competition. Just,
yes? So I don't have
Just
to
go
see
kiss it.
Ooh, yeah. Have a good time with
It.
it.
It's very prominent
Thanks, Apple.
and almost. I said it is very prominent, almost aggressive.
I'm
Yeah.
not going to be able to unsee it.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
We always
it is. Once
see
I saw it, I was like, well,
Don't look at it.
this is all I'll
Look
be
at
able
his
to
beautiful
moving
blonde
forward.
highlighted hair and tan skin and beautiful eyes.
He
hair
does.
is so
God, he does
good.
have beautiful eyes and beautiful lips.
The season 2 glow
Yes.
up for him with the hair.
Yes,
He looks
his hair and his
so-
lips.
We're still on one, aren't we?
Yes.
At 16 minutes and 1 second to be specific, I have written down Jeremiah throwing a football as my sexuality.
That is your entire sexuality.
I was like, interesting.
I like it.
And as I was watching this, and my partner was sitting next to me, he's a Kins, and his job is game.
Ken's job is game.
His job is game, so he's playing a game.
A
And
baby.
I paused it to note the time and make the note. And he said, "Did something hot happen?" And I said,
Stop.
"Actually,
sure
it did."
did.
So why don't you go back to minding your business?
Because this is where they're on the pier, and then he's throwing the ball in the background
No, I
with
think
his
this
dad.
is 4th of July. Oh,
It's 4th of
Yeah.
July.
Yeah.
It's him and
I was like,
Conrad.
wow, I thought I
and
just
Dad.
rewatched this. Okay.
Yeah, him, Conrad, and Dad are
Okay.
throwing the football.
So my comment at 16:19, just a few seconds later, is God, this dad is an asshole.
He
Connie
sure
comes
is.
By it, honestly.
He does suck.
Yeah, like I think they do a great job of depicting, like, no, he's a dick.
Yeah.
Like he's not a nice person. It all makes sense.
So at 16:46, I have written down Nicole just spilling her shit that she and Conrad don't have sex. He comes over, he spends the night, and we don't have sex.
Yes.
Oopsie.
Good to know.
Noted.
But I just feel bad for Nicole in that scenario. It's like, you know she's
Seriously.
feeling rejected. You
Yeah.
know she's feeling deeply
So what do you
insecure.
do? You just hang? They're just chatting.
Seriously,
What
what
are
are
they
they doing? And because they have nothing in common.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who does that?
And you're gonna
Nicole and Conrad.
you're gonna talk to Conrad.
It's like a
What's
cat.
Conrad
Yeah,
gonna
what
talk
is
to you
Conrad
about?
gonna
What does he
say?
have to say?
Now
When
I'm
has
just
Conrad ever said anything? I've never heard him
Any
speak more
more
than
than
two
two
sentences.
words.
Yeah, like
Except
Please.
for that time he sang in season 2.
oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Bye.
We're scarred. We're scarred. I have this. It doesn't necessarily have a timestamp, but shall we discuss?
None of
age
yours has a
difference?
timestamp.
No, they really don't. They really don't. I'm good at other things. Shall we discuss the age difference between the 27-year-old new girlfriend and Laurel is supposed to be 61? I mean, how old would we? I would say like 45.
I was thinking 40s
Yeah.
for her, for sure.
So this has got to be untrue, right?
Jackie Chung, 62, plays Lowell Park. 62. There's no
There's
way.
62.
Yeah. it's
There's
noted
no
on-
way
that's
she's
another
62.
website saying that she's 62. What?
I mean, People Magazine says she was 62. I misspelled actress.
Whoa. How is that possible?
I don't know.
She's beautiful.
I'm amazed. That does not compute in my head. So yeah, girlfriend, she wasn't a big deal, but she was there.
I don't know if I like it. The age difference makes me feel icky.
Yeah, it's a little gross.
I get that, after people say like, oh, after a certain age, it's all the same. It doesn't matter. I think that that's a bit much.
That's a big
That's
age
a bit
difference.
much.
Yeah.
You were a whole several people years old when she was born.
Yeah.
You had lived so much life when she was an infant. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm open to the idea of I guess if it works, it works, but this clearly didn't.
Yeah.
They broke up.
Yeah.
I just think I can't get past that. But it's okay.
Yeah, you know
That's
what?
a trend to
That's
even
not for me.
do that.
That's not for me. What you got, Katie Bird?
I have at 17 minutes that Cam Cameron is too good for this world.
True.
He just brings. So Belly's drunk off her ass on.
Yes.
I'm assuming like eventually they say like 7 pomegranate margaritas, which is like if you have 7 margaritas,
shouldn't be walking.
you're blacked out. Like you're gone.
Yeah.
There's no way she's walking around. But he brings her water and is like, hey, like drink some water. I'm gonna go home. I'll check on you tomorrow. Like
Yeah.
an angel.
Angel.
Yeah.
And
like some great boundary setting.
Yeah, he's
of
like, this is not what I want to do right now.
No judgment. Like he wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, like I felt judged vicariously, but it was very like kind and respectful, and just like setting his own personal boundary of I'm not drinking and you're wasted, so I'm good. Wow, Cameron, the real MVP.
That's
Are we
still
allowed
fun.
to? Are we allowed to be Team Cameron? Is he?
I didn't know that was an option.
He's a side player.
I love him.
I know.
I know. I love him too.
But why
He's back.
but
Why is he
did everyone
back?
on the show just automatically think, oh, there's just two?
Because there's two brothers, but that's a good point.
We just automatically assumed it was Conrad versus Jeremiah.
Yeah.
But why is there no Cameron?
Well, I think we thought Cameron
Why?
was gone. We thought he
Tell
was
me
gone.
why.
Tell me why.
Don't start. We were doing good.
Yeah. And then at 24 minutes, I have that I gasped when Belly tripped and the cake went flying.
Same. I
Oh,
cringed.
yes.
A nightmare.
Yeah.
So
And knocked
embarrassing
Susanna
too.
over, knocked her to the ground.
Yeah.
And her cake stand broke, and it was her grandmother's.
Oh, God.
And like Belly didn't know that Susanna was sick, but like we knew, and we
It's
were
like,
like
watching her fall was like,
"Ooh."
oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The notes
Noah's team Cam.
that were coming up next was the point that I was going to make when you were talking about Dad being evil, and then
Yeah.
it's released that he cheated on Susanna during her treatment.
While she was
Fuck him. Bye.
So
Absolutely not.
shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we move on, Prime did an error. Did y'all not notice?
So I
By
saw
all
your note
means,
about it,
tell
but I didn't
me.
go back to
Did you
look.
go back and rewatch it?
I did not.
I wish we could just have it playing while we're talking on that TV up there.
It would be perfect.
They look away. He throws the dirt. They pan away, and they come back, and the dirt's
On Conrad?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I love that kind of stuff. I love seeing something
Continuity.
Like that. Yeah. Editing well.
Yeah, so Conrad is looking back. The dirt isn't there. So that's interesting. Conrad maybe he doesn't want dirt on him, and he's going to be a little dramatic.
And then to go back to that point, I don't understand why it's so 80s getting cheated on. Why everyone became about therapy. Did I miss that point? What does it mean by that's so 80s?
Oh, so 80s, like, this is so cliche.
With his
think.
secretary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the so 80s thing is.
Yeah, this is cliche.
Because that's just in every movie, if someone cheated, it
It's
was
with the
always
hot
with their
With the
secretary.
secretary.
Yeah,
Oh.
in every movie.
Anyway, at 35 minutes,
Good
my
dog.
note says, the hard cut from gin martinis at the bar to straight up fucking in the car was wild.
I loved that.
I love that for
Before
Laura.
y'all hoes go to the fucking part, can we just
This
talk
is a
about how
smart
gin
podcast.
martinis are just awful?
So let's recap what's in a gin martini.
Gin. And olive.
And olive.
And lime
Vermouth?
juice sometimes. Oh, vermouth, yeah.
Is it vermouth? Vermouth is yucky.
So-
Vermouth tastes like
So-
vegetables.
I just like olives.
A plain gin martini, you're right, gross. Gin martini with something else in it. So
Why
I
is
mean,
it in the passenger seat?
It is.
Why is she on top?
She's on top, but in the car, that's like,
hot.
in the car, that's really the only way that it works,
Oh yeah.
unless you're in the backseat. So
Yeah,
else
let's
are you
talk
gonna
about
do it?
car sex.
What?
You would
Let's
have to.
talk
Yeah, if you're in
about
the front
sex.
seat, you can't do it any other way than that. Yeah.
really got to be on top.
I've
Yeah.
never had it in the car, so I wouldn't know.
Unless
Well-
you lay the seat all the way back, but you might
But
as well
even
just get in
still,
the back at that
yeah.
point.
To be clear, this piece of
Yeah.
vagina sex. There's lots of ways to learn.
Life is short, but I'm not boinking in a car. Keep that.
You have a great question. Why don't you
Did
answer?
I?
Yeah. Why don't you
Thank
ask that
Thank you for
question?
acknowledging it.
You're welcome.
I don't remember why I put it. Are fireworks real love? Why did I put that? Were they watching fireworks?
Because she's
No, she said.
this is Belly and Connie on the pier.
No, Belly says something like,
Oh.
I can't be with someone I don't feel fireworks.
I'm not talking about physical fireworks. I'm talking about the fireworks quoted.
Yeah.
Okay. God, I'm so stupid. Why are fireworks actual world love, or is it steady and security love? Do you have to have a spark, or is no spark wasting time?
Ooh, that's a
God,
good
I'm
point.
good.
That's a
I
good
totally forgot about
point.
So part one, are fireworks real love? So I'm assuming I'm talking about.
Are we being stupid, or are we giving insight?
Both.
Okay. Are we giving stupid insight?
Yes.
Just say what you want to say.
Always. Well, I'm organizing my thoughts. This is me stalling.
This is me stalling.
I would make the case that it starts with a spark. And then it grows into steady love. It grows into something deeper. It grows into the steady and secure. Like the steady and secure has to start somewhere. Like a fire, a burning fire has to start from somewhere.
So Belle and Conrad started.
No,
this firework
no.
song,
No.
and then it grew. That's what you just told me.
Okay, but I'm not
Kaylee.
trying to reinforce
Kaylee played again.
the idea.
She just said it.
The idea that Conrad and Belly are soulmates. That's not what I'm saying. I am saying though, that, like that's generally how love. Yeah, you betrayed Jeremiah in that moment. I know.
Unbelievable.
I know. Give me the Bible.
Truly.
Jeremiah,
Yeah.
I have sinned.
I have sinned.
Forgive
Hello,
me. I
Christ.
Someone sprinkled some water on my forehead.
I have
me
sinned
under.
again. I listened to that song today.
I'm about to sin again.
Yes, and I was like, this is Candy Birds.
Anyway, Savannah has something to say.
What I was going to say is that I think that once you build security, a spark can come from that.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yes, because I possibly that's because of my personal experience, but when I had fireworks off the bat, it was bad news for me.
Sure.
That went downhill so
Sometimes
fast.
the butterflies are
And
actually
then-
red flags.
Yes, and then I did not like my partner at all when I first met him, actually. And then built a friendship, built a relationship, and then the spark. Okay, then it was
Beautiful.
fireworks, then it was sparks, then it was everything, but we had to get secure first.
Yeah.
And maybe that was my trauma. But
I think it just
that
depends.
was a trauma response,
Oh,
possibly,
that's
but
so fun.
Well, it
it
depends.
is.
Like, mine was the
Yeah.
same way. Like,
Yeah.
we were friends forever, and then...
So that's what you're
It
saying.
didn't get romantic until you felt secure.
Right, exactly.
Gorgeous. Me and my ex were close for forever, and then started dating, and it was horrible. I met my husband of now almost 8 years in 2 weeks, and it was an immediate spark.
Yeah.
Spark. And like dated long distance. He said I love you after like 2 weeks, and then got married. And I'm not saying it's been perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been through therapy, marriage counseling, but like it started with a spark and then grew into like safe and steady. So that's just to like skew the data. I do love what y'all are saying of like, hey, spark. I think the whole fireworks and spark thing can be misleading for folks because they're like, oh, I don't feel a spark, and it's like, are you saying you don't feel unsafe? Because like,
What does that mean? Because for me, the fireworks, the spark that everyone talked about was the screaming and
Screaming
fighting
and
and
fighting,
kissing in the
kissing,
ring.
yeah.
That was what I was
Yes.
like, I don't feel this. And then my friends were like, that's a good thing. You
Well,
shouldn't feel that.
Yeah.
Because that's scary.
Yes.
You should feel the secure, like, this is my person. I know that I can go to him with anything. Like all that.
I
all
feel
the
safe
things.
and
Yes.
trusted. Yeah, and this is really the strength of knowing thyself. Like if you know your own nervous system, you know what works for you and you know what doesn't. Because it can also be said that what is familiar is not always what's actually safe if you come from a family with a lot of dysfunction and abuse. And then what is safe is not always what's familiar. And so my partner was safe, but it was unfamiliar. But there was also a spark. So
We had a lot of those conversations where I would do a lot of the like, are you sure you're not mad at me? Are you sure you're not? Are you sure? Are you sure you're not upset? And he finally was like, would it feel better if I just said yes? Would it feel better if I just said yes, I am mad at you?
Why
And I was
do
like,
you want-
it would, because I know what that is. I know what to do in this situation. If
I
you
know how
are
to
mad at me, I know
respond.
what that, I'm like, okay, got it. So we're going to fight tonight. I know how to get out of this. But if you say you're not mad at me, I
Yes.
don't know what to do with that.
your nervous system like needed
Yes.
the narcissistic cycle of abuse.
Yes.
Like it was like expecting the other shoe to drop.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's such an interesting. This is really where it's powerful. People, when they ask these kinds of questions, I think sometimes they're like, "Well, what is it? What is it supposed to feel like?" And the real beauty
There's no
is
right
like,
answer.
Oh God.
There's
me.
no right
well,
answer.
no, people ask this. I hear this kind of thing all the time.
Yeah.
But really, what it is what is most helpful. What I find, because clients will bring this up a lot. What is most helpful is know yourself. Know what, like, did you grow up in a family with a lot of like crazy quote unquote sparks all the time, and so you feel a spark in yeah. Just know yourself.
Yeah.
I think hearing Belly and Conrad talk about it was very interesting, though. I was like, huh.
Now I'm just sitting here evaluating my whole life and how I'm going to be over the cat.
Please.
You're not. Not if we have anything to do with it.
That's right.
That's a whole other podcast. Y'all signing into my hinge.
We love having.
Just Well, shared account for my calendar and just put me in a calendar invite for when I have a date.
God.
You have no idea the hell you have unleashed.
You have no idea.
So I have my next thing is at 39 minutes, and I am livid
39 minutes.
that they played the song that I claim
I know.
off of Lover.
I know this is your song.
For Conrad. Are you fucking serious? You're gonna play False
Betrayal.
God. Okay, first of all, you're gonna play False God for these teenagers. Do you know what False God is about? That is not
Oral
appropriate
sex.
for teenagers.
That's not right.
The altar is my hips. Ain't no way you're playing that for Belly and Conrad.
Get away with it. Yeah, my altar.
The altar
What?
the altar is my hips.
Did you not know this
Religion's
is about
in
your
your
lips?
I
lips.
am a man. Do I pay attention?
That is about
You know what?
a
I'm
man
just
going
saying
down
you
the
are.
hall.
That is about.
Yeah, not realize that we're talking about labia.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
labia central.
We are doing that.
No.
You've learned
This is very
something.
important to me. I love that song. I know
Yeah.
heaven's a thing. I go there when you touch me. What else would
Yeah.
that be about?
That's an
Where does
orgasm.
it say that?
I know heaven's a thing. I go there when you touch me, honey. Hell is when I fight with you.
Oh, I know heaven's a thing.
We can
I go
patch it
there
up
when you
good.
touch me, honey. Hell is when I fight with you. But we can patch it up good.
Make confessions and we're begging for forgiveness. Got the
Let's make
wine
up
for you.
sex.
Uh-huh.
Got the wine for you.
He's on his knees.
And you can't talk to me when I'm
Whoops.
like this.
How do we like our men?
Just so that I
On their knees.
Period.
Because you've been listening.
Teens may be fucking, but teens are not giving head like that.
Let me tell you, teens don't know what they're doing.
I don't know if they're doing
They don't know anything. Teens
So-
are just trying shit.
And that just leads me to my next point is that Jeremiah has my full support shooting a firework at
Yes,
them.
correct.
He saved that situation.
Yes, Jeremiah. Sabotage. A little sabotage.
Support. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up episode 4 because that's how it closes. It closes with
False God.
False God and Belly and Conrad on the pier and Jeremiah shooting the firework, which we have said
Yeah,
Great move.
we support.
I know it.
All right, so episode 5. Brandon's first note is
Oh, before we go on, I
okay.
put,
Go ahead.
I hate how they played False God for Jer, and Jer was upset, even though the lyrics are perfect for that moment. Jer needs a happy song. Also, the fireworks in the background was Lover era color.
Yes.
Ooh.
Also, at some point, you do ask like, what song would you give to Jeremiah?
Did I?
Yes.
God, I'm amazing.
You are amazing.
Truly.
And so I'm actually super upset because I was like, I can't wait to answer this question because I have one. My answer is Sweet Nothing. I love that song. And they fucking played it for Conrad. And I was like,
No. Sacrilege.
all he ever wanted from me was Sweet Nothing. That's not Conrad.
That's Cameron.
It is Cameron.
That is Cameron. Ooh.
A hot take.
Anyway, I'm really upset about that.
That's wrong. Episode 5. What's the vibe on this episode?
Well,
They start with a good morning text.
yes.
Yes.
She's
With
trying.
the sun emoji.
She's
She
typing-
spent all that time trying to figure out what to say to him.
What fucking emoji to use. And my note here is Conrad's across the hall. Like, why are you texting him? You're going to see him at breakfast. Like, what's happening?
Because
And
it's
she's like,
intimate.
good morning, sunshine. Good morning, unicorn. Good morning, rainbow. It's
No,
like,
she wasn't. She was already at practice. He thought she was there. Right?
oh, Belly wasn't there?
She was at the place.
Oh, at the country
Okay, so
club.
that makes more sense. I was just like, why are you texting him when you're going to see him at breakfast? Go downstairs.
Okay.
He thought she was there because he goes down the hallway and goes,
Belly? Oh, that's
and
right.
yeah, and then he walks in his
Belly?
room and plays with the little like
Belly?
snow bear or whatever it's called.
Junior mints.
Junior Mint. We're eating Junior Mints right now.
We have junior mints. Who knew?
Did you
Oh.
plan that?
Oh.
Okay.
Serendipity.
At,
That's so cute.
I'm good at things.
Because there's fish in my mouth.
Well, that is what happens with
at
fish.
3 minutes and 33 seconds, Belly talks about she had 7 margaritas the day before.
Yeah.
And my note here is that TikTok song does not address 7 margaritas.
It does
It stops
not.
at 5.
It stops at 5. And so I wrote, give me 7 margaritas and I'll almost kiss a toxic asshole because he wasn't offensively rude to me for 5 minutes.
Ooh.
Give me 1 margarita.
Apparently, that's what 7 of them will do.
Apparently, you'll almost kiss the
7
worst man who ever...
It would take me at least 7 to kiss Conrad.
Especially after I
Okay.
saw him play that guitar.
We can't unsee it.
So I put the good morning sunshine. I put all of our other emojis was the unicorn. I could, because you know how Apple will on the left side it does your most active ones. Hers was all unicorns. Don't know why.
It was all
And
unicorns?
then I put I'm into this. When I make notes about it, I'm like FBI agent. I want to know.
He's got a magnifying glass up to the
I
TV.
put, why was that the morning text so important? What am I missing? Also, who wakes up and walks over immediately to the window and looks out? Like, does everyone just do that? I wake up. I wake up, kiss my cat, go pee pee, and then go find a Coke Zero. Usually that's my method.
Sure.
That's the first thing you drink in the morning.
I mean, I chug some water to activate my body, and then,
Of
then
course.
I go for a Coke Zero.
And then go straight
Ooh.
for Coke Zero.
Why?
Nice.
What do you do?
Coffee.
Coffee.
I don't drink
Jay brings
coffee.
me
really.
coffee
Okay,
in bed
okay.
every morning.
Naturally,
Yeah,
hyper
it's
gay.
nice.
At 9 minutes, I have give me more of Jeremiah in a mesh shirt. Just that mesh tank top. Just have him walking around in that all the time.
He knew what he was doing.
He sure does. Okay, the next thing is Jeremiah dancing, and
Oh wait, 5 minutes 54 seconds.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Brendan, can you share with me what you got here? This
Please
is an
don't.
important note.
Why
Would you,
not?
would you like to read it?
It's
Would you
very
like me?
important.
Oh, yes, read it.
Would you like for me to read?
I'm shy. I'm so shy.
Jared appears with his whistle. ... God, he can blow my whistle.
Oh, I mean,
God,
mesh
he
tank
can
top.
blow
in a
my
mesh tank top, no
whistle.
less. Absolutely.
Before we move on, again, back to milk. This is the one you were talking about. For once, I agree with Conrad. He makes the point of the milk being gross. Mm-hmm. Skipping along, lifeguard Jeremiah appears in his mesh tank, still with the previous mentioned whistle.
With the
Forgot I put
You're
that.
into that whistle.
previous.
Forgot I put that. Mm-hmm. Here comes all of our favorite scenes.
Hell yeah, let's fucking
9:15.
go.
Alexa plays so pretty. Alexa replies, "Yes, Jared. We all know you're so pretty."
He's extremely pretty.
That's
Uh oh.
Yeah.
Alexa, play
No.
so pretty.
Oh boy, here we go.
So Pretty by Rana Maria from Emma's Archive.
I'm so shy.
What?
What?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen of the pod, I don't know if you can hear it, but it worked.
it did work. Alexa, stop.
Alexa knows
That's
what's up.
cute, though.
That was on brand.
cute.
That
That
was,
was cute.
she understood.
Okay, so, and then, continue along to it, I put, "Yes, Jared, we all know you're so pretty." Then the dance party happens. Okay, ladies, do we actually think he danced well?
1 to 10 rating.
rating. And then take all the obsession we have over him. Savannah, go first. No pressure. Go ahead.
7.
Why?
7 and why?
7 because
Oh,
I agree
question.
with the point you made in that I do love to dance. And so if a man is secure enough to just be silly and dance with me, then I love that. But I also just don't know if I love to watch it. There's just something that makes me kind of like
Everyone took his palm of
internally
his
just
hand,
like
slid it down the
Oh,
middle
I
of his
love
body.
that. I
do-
wanted to eat
I-
that
That was
up.
some Harry
I do
Styles.
love that move.
Oh.
And okay, so Harry Styles can
just
do anything,
watch it.
first of all. But
Actually.
yeah, 7.
Okay, 7.
Katie?
Give me what you
I don't know
got.
what to do with myself when I watch. I'm like,
Say that government name on
Is
here.
that
I
what every
dance
man
along?
dances? You just-
yeah, I don't know what to do.
I so I love
1 to 10.
1 to 10. Okay, the skill level. I think the technical skill level of dancing is low. I would.
Such a 2. Oh my god.
She's being so kind.
Oh my god.
Um,
A number.
however, the confidence of it was like a 10.
If you had asked us threes over here, we'd been like, number, why?
Yeah, we would have been very clear with you why.
I will agree with Savannah that it was a 7. Because I don't think he's the best dancer in the world. I think technically he's not a great dancer. However,
He had fun with it.
he was fun and confident.
Okay.
And that is sexy
And that brings
to me.
it way up.
I agree.
Dancing is very important to me as a human being. And so anyone who's willing to look like a goober and dance,
Yes.
Sure.
that's hot.
It's
Yes.
more about the ability
And-
to do
and
it.
the taking off of the jacket, I really wanted to just.
Hell yeah.
That is a good move.
I wanted to.
Brandon,
I wanted to
what's
watch
your
that.
stance? You got some thoughts on this, don't you?
Brandon is
Oh, no,
also
you're
a
next.
dancer.
Oh, private dancer.
That's
Just
right.
kidding.
No, you dance very publicly.
It's a very public
Actually,
dancer.
to a lot of subscribers on TikTok.
Sure.
What are we doing? Oh, one-
You asked the question. This is your question.
oh my god.
Oh my god. I would probably say about the technical
Don't do
dancing.
7.
I'm not gonna do 7.
It wasn't that great.
I'm gonna do like an 8 because if a boy came up and did that and like danced with me and then like hyped up the whole room. It was like a troublemaker. Like, that's adorable. Like, I'm so into that.
That was really hot.
Yeah, that was
So
the
we're giving him a bigger
confidence.
rating because it was.
It's
confident he was just dancing.
BDE.
Oh, it sure was.
It was what?
Massive
Big dick energy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
humongous dick energy.
Yeah, that was some BDE.
Big lady.
Oh, God.
You know, it just doesn't hit quite the same.
That's a different.
So we don't.
different thing.
You know, labias are they're all beautiful in all shapes and sizes.
Do I not have one?
No, you don't.
Unfortunately, you
You don't have one of those.
You could. It would
You
be very
could.
expensive.
It would be
Buy
expensive.
one.
No, I mean,
No, you can. I'm
Again,
just
you
saying
could.
it would be very
It just
expensive.
would be very expensive.
yeah. But yeah, big labia is not maybe as impactful to sexual enjoyment as BDE. That's all we're saying.
What do you think, Brandon?
Tell us again what a labia is.
Don't know. Wait. Okay. So I didn't think it was bad. I do agree
Dancing,
that
over.
confidence kind of made it better. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
If I was there, I could imagine just being like, I do like this.
Is your standard that your date has to like really be able to dance? Is that important to you?
Well, it's not dancing. I just think when I find a man, I want to be able to have my own conversations, and I want him to be able to have his own conversations, and just know we're both at a party somewhere. Example.
You don't have to babysit him.
Correct. Like I don't need him following me around because I have my own sets of peeps, group chats. You know.
Okay,
Sure.
I see.
That's why I think I'd be good at long distance relationships because I could be able to schedule everything I need to do, and I could be able to put it as a calendar invite. Oh, let's get dick down at 9 p.m. You know,
Sure,
He'll
sure.
be gone by 11.
On the calendar.
And I think
Honestly.
I personally thoroughly enjoy that. would be able to
I
just-
appreciated it. I liked having it bracketed. Also, that's the avoided attachment of it all. That's the let's not let people in too close.
Uh-oh.
It's protective.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We gotta
As
have
I'm the
mental
only
health
single one that
themes.
sits here too.
No, we get it. We got it.
at 13 minutes, the mom's sitting by the pool, gossiping about Laurel fucking in the car and then taking an edible. Are you serious? That is my
An edible.
dream. Yeah.
Yeah, they took the
They
edible by
pop
the
a
pool.
gummy.
Oh yeah.
They pop a gummy after they and just chat about Laurel fucking in the car.
I know.
Good for them.
I would love to do that. When I'm-
Fancy.
No,
Oh.
I'm gonna sit by the pool with my friends, get a little high, and talk
Yeah.
about fucking in the car.
I think they fleshed out these characters so beautifully.
They did.
Susanna and Laurel, actual besties. Precious. Okay, we've got a Cam Cameron date coming up.
Cam Cameron rolls by the house with a surprise adventure for Bells. Still apologetic after leaving yesterday, and he had every right to be. Wait, why did I put that? Still apologetic after leaving yesterday, and yet he still had every right to be. Is Cam Cameron a sad boy too, or just a hopeless romantic?
He's not a sad boy.
Not a sad boy.
He's not a sad boy. And
He's
why
secure.
is he not
I feel
a
like I
sad
start
boy?
shit when I put notes in.
You do.
He's so
That's the point.
He's confident, he's secure in himself, and he
Communicates.
communicates
So he's
exactly
not a
what he's
sad
thinking.
boy.
He doesn't give me like dark, tortured past or anything like that.
He's
No.
open. He's clear. He's
He's
firm.
securely
he's
attached.
If he
playful,
feels
secure
sad, he
attachment.
can say, "This made me feel sad."
Yes.
Instead of being
Exactly.
broody.
I literally wrote here, Cam Cameron is a man written by a woman.
Yes. He's got it down. Yeah. He's apologetic after leaving yesterday. Was he overly apologetic?
He apologized for leaving, and he didn't even do anything wrong. Like he didn't.
Oh, that's why I
he
wrote
did
that.
not need
Okay.
to apologize.
No.
Yeah.
Belly needs
She
to apologize.
Yeah.
She did.
So he invites her on the date,
We do not deserve Cam Cameron.
and still the point of why is there no Cam Camerons?
Team Cam.
Savannah went out and bought T-shirts and had her cricket
I know.
printed. Team Jeremiah.
I
Where are
know.
the Team Cam Cameron T-shirts?
Well, we didn't
I can
know
look
that we were
those up real
actually
quick.
Team Cam Cameron.
We don't know yet, like, what the trajectory. In our defense, we thought that Cam Cameron was gone in season 1, especially the
He's
way it was
back.
closed. It was like, oh, well, she broke up with Cam Cameron, discarded him like a used sandwich bread.
I'm a crumpled up piece of paper lying here.
Oh my god.
I remember it all. We get it. Cameron cast aside. Yeah, so we didn't know. We didn't know that he was going to come back. When he came up by the rock climbing wall, my mind was blown.
Oh, yeah.
I was very
so
excited
he
about
takes her
that.
on this very well thought out lunch date.
Adorable.
Freaking bravo, as I put. Why do nice guys finish last? Question mark. Why is there not more Team Camerons? Point number 2. I actually appreciate how she said, Cam, I can't do this, and stops it. And I love her transparency that she did that.
I did appreciate her being
Yeah.
honest with him because she wasn't fully in it, and it's important to be honest.
She'd be
That's what
Yeah.
I was afraid of. I was afraid she was going to let it keep
dragging
going and that he was going to get really hurt.
Aww.
I was very scared.
Yeah, my note there is whoever ends up with Kim Cameron is extremely lucky.
Yes.
Seriously.
And Cam says to her, "I hope he treats you right." And you know what? He sure doesn't.
As the turntables.
Conrad sure doesn't treat her right, Kim Cameron.
Yeah, it's almost like it was like a well-wishing, like I hope he treats you right, but it seems as if it was perhaps a foreshadowing.
As if he knew that Conrad was not the right choice.
It's as if the guys could tell.
But how cute the date was, though, that they went
I know.
to...
Oh, the date was really cute.
They're sitting on the side of the beach, looking for whales.
It's too good.
You
It's
know.
too good.
He brought the lunch, surprised it.
I know.
Favorite dessert.
A
was fruit
teen
roll-up.
boy. Y'all.
A man written by a woman.
The favorite fruit roll-up dessert. So cute.
Adorable.
He heard
You've
that
got to
she
put the
liked
mic
it.
next to your mouth when you talk.
Who?
You!
It's already so low anyways. I already watched it, so I'm pretty much speaking to hers at this point. See? Told you.
So much louder at this
It must be the Amazon cord.
Ah, shit. We can get
Fuck
our money
Jeff
back.
Bezos.
You're right. Fuck Jeff Bezos. It's his fault.
Yeah.
And I didn't get
Jeff Bezos.
I didn't get my Stanley Cup in time. Yes.
Anyways, so on the date, cool. It doesn't matter. On the date, cool. He remembered her making a quick little comment about her loving fruit roll-ups,
Yes.
and then packed it in the lunch. Again, Savannah. Please make Team Cam Cameron t-shirts.
I will. I will
think
do
it's
it.
just time. We've talked about it too long, and now I'm upset.
We've switched.
We've
we
switched.
We have switched. We are now Kim Cameron.
I just feel bad. It just makes.
I
Am
know.
I Cam
know.
Cameron? Am I just gonna be alone for the rest of my life because I'm so nice?
No.
Think about it. Think about the trajectory is already what's happening.
You don't know what
because
happens to Cam
brain,
Cameron.
my brain thinks like that. A little something,
Catastrophe.
and then thinks, "Oh, that would be cute," and then put it into action as a gift.
I thought you meant the I'm going to be alone forever part.
That too.
That's catastrophic. But
Anyways, I'm alone forever. Cool. Continue. Next point.
Moving on.
we all know.
Do I just need to turn into a bad boy?
Oh, start being hateful.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck.
No.
Bitches get money. You know.
my God.
Get a motorcycle. Leather.
Listeners, chime in. How many of y'all want to date Brandon? It's going to be so many.
Email no one at MikeyHealsPod@gmail.
I mean, it's mostly women that listen to this podcast, but
Right.
you know, you never know.
They have friends. Women have
Women have
They do.
friends. And sometimes those friends like men.
Yeah. Frequent.
Anyways, moving along.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh my god.
What?
If you found the love of your life via this podcast,
No, that would never happen.
could we sing at your wedding? Could we be flower girls?
Well, remember the TikTok I sent that Taylor Swift song and the piano version?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Stunning. Did we all watch it?
Gorgeous.
I did
Yes.
watch it.
Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen.
We all saw it as a task. Open the TikTok.
Done.
Yeah, done. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I've never been a flower girl, so this could be the perfect time.
Do you want to be a flower girl?
Yeah, I do.
A flower pal.
Oh, a flower pal.
Flower friend.
Yay, a flower friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can be a flower pal, flower friend. Okay, I have something to say.
It's about playing with Jeremiah. Because I want to play.
It's about playing with Jeremiah. Oh my God, that's way down at the bottom. Just a second. I have this and I want to say it. At some point, Jeremiah says, Darla bit me once.
Who's Darla?
I said I need more information. Okay, we're going to look it up. All right.
No.
I have at minute 20:53. Was the naked man ass really necessary?
Oh,
was a-
when they're walking through the shit.
There was a naked
They're
man
walk-
ass?
Yes, they're walking through the locker room, and he goes,
Oh,
Yeah.
I must
Steven
have
walked through the locker
missed
room.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
I
a
would say I must have missed
naked
that.
man ass in the locker room.
I missed that
That's
completely.
because it was Steven
Well.
and y'all.
Wow.
It's because Steven's plotline in season 1
does not interest me.
Not interesting to
Nope.
me at all. I don't care.
Steven is not interesting?
Not
Why?
in season 1, he's
Shayla
not.
is adorable. Are you
That's
gonna find
right.
out?
Yes, I am.
Oh boy, here we go.
The Darla.
What's their deal? Well, Gigi wants a boyfriend, and
Darla's the
Darla
girl.
wants...
I remember this now.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Darla bit me
You
once.
want to get out of here? Yeah, I can't. You're no fun. No, not all of us have a trust fund, Jay, right? Some of us need to work.
Am I done?
Yeah.
Oh.
Was
Yeah.
this a sexual biting?
No, well, so I don't know if it was sexual biting, but my note here said Jeremiah defending Belly to those girls was hot. And
Yeah.
he does say to Steven, Darla bit me once because she's like, I don't know, apparently she's really intense, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm interested.
So he's on his way to the card room.
Yeah.
Card room thoughts.
About Steven with the card room?
I don't care.
He makes. Oh my
Do you
God.
care about the Steven plotline?
They literally, he calls them a Chinese in the
Oh, you
card
talking
room.
about the racist white dudes in there?
Yes.
Yeah, that does
I
suck.
tuned that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate
I hate
that.
that.
I love how Prime put
That
it in there as
really
such
sucked.
representation, but I literally hate it because it's so real.
It's
It pisses me
real
off.
and
Yeah.
it's pretty harmful. I did like.
Oh, I'm sure your tutor you didn't need a tutor because you're Chinese and you automatically just can do math.
Yeah,
that's so
ew.
stupid.
That is extremely racist and completely inappropriate.
But it's what is it? It's the positive stereotypes. And it's like, but this is okay to say no.
It's the model minority.
Model minority.
It's also the just assuming he's Chinese.
Yeah,
Because he's an
exactly.
Asian man, he's Chinese.
He's not Chinese. He's Korean.
Yeah.
Korean, but it was gnarly. But yeah, I liked how then the other server guy was like, you know what? I don't think about them when I'm on my yacht.
I love that.
I love. Yeah, that was a burn.
I know. But still, they shouldn't have to put up with that. But I did like
Yeah.
that they emphasized it.
That was pretty much the only thing. You're welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you for
very
that.
interesting.
Because then they go.
Then they go.
What were we gonna say?
I was going to talk about playing with you.
That's
Oh,
my,
cute. Yeah, because they
That's-
go back to the house.
that's my next note too.
And then they go back to the house. She was waiting for Connie, right? Is that the one she was looking out the window? If I remember that correctly, right?
Just wistfully looking out the window,
So
like
she
she's
was
waiting
waiting
for
for-
someone to return home from war.
But then she was in the upstairs room. Jeremiah walks up to her and says, "But why does no one want to?" Oh, she invites him out to the beach. She says no because she's truly waiting for Conrad, fucking bitch. And then, idiot. And then he walks up and says, "But why does no one want to play with me?"
Strong golden retriever energy.
He literally with puppy dog eyes. He's like, what is it?
No one ever wants to play with
No
me.
one ever wants to play with me. He's falling in love with Billy.
I want to play with you so bad, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, to be very clear.
He's more of a
I will
border
drop
collie.
Everything.
Border collie.
Border
vibes.
collie.
He's got good border
It's
collie.
also
Was
very
that him
much
flirting?
Jay energy.
Ooh, yes.
No one wants to play with me.
That is why he.
That was him flirting. That was him flirting.
Jeremiah?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That was flirting for sure.
Yes.
Did you not read
I'm
it?
so clueless.
You don't look at a woman like that unless you're trying to get her to do something
Yeah,
with
that
you.
was
Ew.
the,
Yes.
that
Don't
was
look
the
at one
why
anyways.
doesn't anyone play with me?
Don't come play with me.
Yeah, that was flirting.
Mm.
That was a grab for attention. It was cute. It was cute. We like it. She's stupid.
My next note at 33 minutes, it says, I am so tired of Conrad's bullshit.
Retweet.
Yeah, so Belly is saying, hey, I want to talk about what happened last night, as in we almost kissed. Let's talk about that. And Conrad's response is, I was pretty wasted.
Yeah.
Bro, just have a conversation. Like,
Oh, this was where they're at the pool.
Yeah.
Coming down.
and then Belly says, like, I'm not gonna wait for you anymore. We don't wait for men who waste our time.
I know. I my note at minute 32 is Conrad. Why can't you tell us to our faces? Okay.
Yeah, just speak your words.
I just don't get her. Cameron's there, readily available, cute, listening, a great man. Jeremiah's there, border collie enabled, so nice, eager,
collie enabled.
ready to
Border
go,
collie
enjoy.
enabled.
I just don't understand why it's because they grew up together and she just had this fascination. But remember what my friend texted me about earlier? She said, everyone has a Conrad in their life. Everyone has a certain someone that just pops up and you wonder, why are they an ex?
Yeah. Yeah. Why were you with them? And it's because sometimes our brains aren't fully developed.
So are
Because you make poor decisions sometimes.
Sometimes we.
So are Team Connie people just people that are just holding on to the past?
They're teenagers. That's who they are.
I think that's the only real answer. Yeah. You know, who are not teenagers, Laurel and Susanna.
Oh,
And at minute 35, I have, okay, the Fat Pelican is all I've ever wanted for a stoned afternoon.
absolutely.
The enthusiasm.
Pelican.
That's the bar they go to.
Oh.
My note there says, "Let's get high, drink our LITs, and dance to the Pussycat Dolls, and then make men pay for our drinks."
Yes, and then make out.
Yes.
And then
Yes. Go, Susanna.
LITs will fuck you up.
I hate
I've
LITs.
never
Don't
had
make
one.
you-
It's every kind of alcohol, right?
It's just in a splash of Coke. It's just like a mix of a bunch of alcohols and a splash of Coke.
I remember Leslie fed me an LIT once, and then 2 more, and that got me litty titty.
Yeah.
Liddy
That group
titty
chat
in
went
the
litty
house.
titty in the morning.
Wait,
Oh heavens!
I bet they taste. Oh, heavens is right. Do they taste disgusting?
No,
It actually is
somehow.
very easy to drink.
Hey,
Why? How? It's multiple kinds
Which is
of
why
alcohol
they mess you up,
and
I'm
Coke.
sure.
hey Siri, what is in a Long Island iced tea?
The 10 components of Long Island iced tea are gin, tequila, vodka, white rum, gum syrup. Do you want to hear the remaining 5?
Yes.
Lemon juice, cola, highball glass, lemon spiral, and ice cube.
Why does Ice Cube have to be one?
Ice cube is undoubtedly an ingredient.
That sounds
Thank
horrible.
you, British man.
Isn't Siri great?
So it's like 5 kinds of liquor and Coke.
Oh, gosh.
and ice cubes, frozen,
And a lemon twist.
frozen water cubes.
No, I ain't never seen an LIT around these parts with a lemon twist on it.
Yeah, that's not how we do it here. But wait. So there's 5 different kinds of liquor. Is that 5 shots of liquor?
So whenever I've seen bartenders make LITs, I really just see them like dumping
Yeah.
liquor into cups.
They
Like,
just literally just start dumping.
yeah.
I'm gonna order one next time we're out.
So my next thing is at 47 minutes, Jeremiah stating his intentions. You're my
Yes.
best friend, but there are times when I wanted it to be more. Conrad would never.
Would never and could never. My note at minute 50-ish in that moment in the fucking pool. Those blue eyes in the pool. What
God.
the hell? Kissing Jeremiah in the pool.
So hot.
That was so hot. So delicious.
The legs around the waist
Ah!
in the pool for your first kiss. Woo! Bye.
That was hot. And she would rather make out with fuckboy Conrad.
Ain't no way.
No.
After you've done that, there's no way you're going back to
No,
Conrad.
no going back.
There's no fucking way.
That was I'm befuddled. I am verklempt. I have many questions. How
Jeremiah's
and why after
Adam's
that?
apple just flopping all around.
It was that Adam's
Dingling
apple
around Adam's apple,
It was-
smacking her in the neck.
just dingling about, and she was into it. No,
Mm-hmm.
he was glorious. That was a man written by a woman in the pool.
Yeah, I love that.
It splashed in my eye. Oh.
Not the white claw in the eye. That was the end of episode 5.
Yeah, they're
We're doing
welcome.
great.
So, episode 6 opens with Belly dreaming about making out with Jeremiah in the pool. And I said,
That's
I would also dream about that.
that's also what I'm
get it.
dreaming about.
That would be in my dreams.
Interestingly enough, I'm very much into that. God, I wish in some very slim ways, sometimes I do wish I was a teen girl again. I know who
Do
I
you?
was in love with when I was that age, so not really. But
Also, I have a very important thing for Anna to comment on here.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
So at minute 236, we get some sexual tension in the hallway between Jeremiah and Belly. Belly's in a towel.
So hot.
Jeremiah shirtless. That's great. I love that. What I want to talk about here is Steven
Fuck him.
taking his coffee into the bathroom.
Okay, well,
Care to comment on that, Anna?
How did I miss that?
Steven went to Princeton because Steven was fucking brilliant. You know what else Steven is? He's efficient. He's focused. He knows.
You don't take-
You're
The
waking
moment-
up in the morning.
Do people not drink their coffee in the bathroom?
Right, that's what I'm
Thank
saying.
you, Savannah!
The moment
So
I stop-
Kaylee's the only weird one that doesn't drink coffee in the bathroom.
I don't take my coffee cup in the bathroom with me.
I-
Do you take
I will
any
drink
cup
coffee
in
at
the
any
bathroom?
place.
No, I don't take
You don't
drinks.
drink in the bathroom.
It's a morning bound
You don't do a shower wine sometimes?
You don't do a shower beer?
Okay,
Savannah!
Okay, so alcohol's okay, but not
so here's the deal. With the way my bathroom is set up, my toilet is separate from the rest of my bathroom. So if I'm going into
Shit or
the
get off the pot.
so if I'm going to,
You like to come around the full circle of it all?
If I'm going into the bathroom to use the bathroom, I'm not taking a drink in there with me. Right. But if I'm going into my bathroom to like do my makeup or take a shower, then yeah, maybe
You'll
I'll
take something with you. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna sit on the toilet with a cup of coffee like some people I know.
This is getting.
But it's a response. It's like walking
It's
into
a
Barnes
mental
and
thing.
Noble.
I swear to God, it is.
Thank you.
And a Barnes and Noble, yes. And a
Y'all and
freaking
your bowel
Target.
issues. I've never had that problem in my
You
life.
don't walk into a Barnes and Noble and literally almost shit your pants.
No, I never literally. I love
Immediately
Barnes
to
and
the
Noble.
Hobby is the same for me
Yes!
too.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, listen, I don't actually support Hobby Lobby. I'm against many other things, but I at one point did go there a lot, and I would have to run
Yes.
back. I would have to run.
For some reason, I almost shit myself at a Waffle House once.
At a Waffle.
I had to stop. Yeah, I had to stop. Don't get stressed, just gonna get figured
only time-
out.
Having conversations at the Waffle House.
I remember clenching every butt cheek I had, and
All of them, all but
I
cheeks.
ran into the women's bathroom.
If you would have had them.
Correct. I clenched every labia and ran into the women's because the men's was occupied, and barely made it. That was the closest I've ever been.
I wonder what beverage you had there that it contributed to that.
No, I stopped at the Waffle House because it was the and I couldn't make it home.
It was desperation.
This has nothing to do with the Waffle House. I reject your data.
Data.
This is
So
data.
I think that I love the Waffle House, but I really have only ever been there when I've been like severely hungover. So I understand feeling like shit at the Waffle House.
We got
Feeling like shit.
And we drove on the ice.
My God, yes, we got fucked up on pink wine. I'm sure it was.
I'm sure.
Pink wine.
And we had a horrible snowstorm, like
That we weren't
probably 6 or
anticipating.
7 inches of snow, which
We
is
don't get
that
snow
was like-
here.
2012, 2013.
Around
that's
then,
on
yeah.
that.
so all those windy roads.
Oh,
And we were like, we must go to Waffle House right now. And so we got in my little Saturn.
stop.
My Saturn
On the
SL2.
ice.
Just slid our way.
No, that's not safe on a regular
She
flurry
was
day.
like, my foot isn't on the gas.
Oh my God.
Those are dangerous.
Breathe, you two. What is going? You're driving snow on a beach. You're just
I
driving.
just remember Savannah, my past
It's a miracle.
What is going on?
my brother and like and Connor, I think, were in my backseat, and I was white knuckling the steering wheel, and I looked over at Savannah. Do you know how to do this?
Driving in the snow. You look.
These two Southern Bells do not actually know how to drive in the snow.
So you risked your lives, went in the snow in this little Saturn. I had a Saturn in my first car too. And you went to the Waffle House.
We made it.
You really wanted
We
that
did
chocolate
make it
chip
to the
waffle and
House.
those
We
loaded
got our
hash browns.
It was the hash browns that I wanted.
Oh my
By the time we were
God.
at Waffle House, it had melted. It had. It was fine.
The ice went away.
I just. Do
Are
you know
you
how to do
crying
this?
right now? Why are you crying?
Ditches, y'all. That road is just ditches
Oh,
on both
it
sides.
surely was.
That
It
is
was the most dangerous thing I've ever
your
done.
prefrontal. Were you like 19? Your prefrontal
I'm
cortex
sure we
was
were 21.
not.
No, we were
Severely
young.
hungover,
Yeah.
definitely not
Idiots.
21 yet.
Desperate
Idiots.
for a hash brown.
Just, do you know how to do this?
Yeah.
In a Saturn. God, who let y'all?
Savannah's cousin and my brother in the back seat, just 16-year-olds.
babies.
Anyway,
Oh man.
at
Okay, well, someone else is gonna take it. What you got?
I got
I
it.
have Conrad having a little minty bee.
Conrad is having a little minty
A
bee.
little
I have
panini.
him in at 410. Cleveland is so precious, coaching Conrad through the panini.
All y'all miss the monogram beach towels. Did you remember that? Savannah,
That was
it's
your
still
first
on.
note.
Yeah, a monogram beach towel.
Yeah. And I said I would do that.
Yeah, I love it. It was really cute. And then Connie with the panic attack on the bow. But we're not Connie people, but man, you can feel it when he says, "It's my mom."
It's my mom, yeah.
Yeah,
God, that was
That was really
he's
hard to
carrying,
watch.
He's carrying a lot.
that was really
Yeah.
sad. But my note there was like, you've got to work through this. Like, I mean, your feelings are going to be felt no matter what. And wouldn't you rather have it to be on your own terms than like on a boat with some guy that Laurel is
Then
fucking
forced
like,
upon you.
just like this man,
Some guy that Laurel is fucking.
literally.
I mean, it goes to show these boys, teen boys especially, they're not they're not giving
Teens be
permission. They
fucking.
don't know how teens do be fucking
Teens be
because they don't know
fucking.
how to feel their feelings. They don't know how to regulate those hormones. They don't know what to do with it.
So they just
They don't
get
know
it
how to
hard
feel
and
their
just stick their
They're
dick
told.
in it.
They gotta
what are
stick
they?
their
They
dick
are
in
told
shit.
to
Get
hard.
man up.
Yeah,
that's what
right.
they're told.
Literally,
You got to
and-
man up.
And so, like, a panic attack, because feelings are going to be felt, this amount of grief and trauma is going to come out. So it's going to come out in a panini. And you know what? Nobody needs that.
It's gonna come out in a panini.
We're all full.
Just stick
Sweet
their dick
baby.
in
It's
it.
not his fault, but it is his responsibility. I
That's
said it
right.
once,
That's
I'll say
right.
it again. All right, that's my
And then
soapbox.
Cleveland says, you know, this is not something in your control, talking about Susanna being sick, which is, you know, that's so true.
Him being a
But you can't just shove it down. You have to acknowledge that it's happening. You can't control it, but it is happening, so you're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
You gotta face it.
Cleveland, how happy were y'all that he was back?
He got
God,
hotter in season 2.
He's hot. I love him.
He got hotter
Silver
in
Fox
season 2.
King.
To him and Laurel. Yeah, I think that was a beautiful, healthy masculinity moment of him modeling healthy masculinity and like not only supporting him and like helping him breathe through it and showing him love and compassion in that moment, but he also was kind of like, "Hey, bud,
You gotta.
you're gonna be okay, and you gotta work through this." So that was a great normalization too.
Yeah.
I mean, we could all. I mean, if y'all have ever experienced a panic attack, I don't know if anyone in this room has ever experienced a dramatic panic attack.
I've never had a panic attack in my life.
None
I've never
that-
gone to the ER.
I only laugh out of so much love because it does. It feels like you're having a heart
feels like you're
attack.
dying.
I thought
Literally,
I
yes.
truly thought it was the end.
Terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to normalize, that's a natural. So Cleveland was there for Conrad in all of his
Glory.
mess.
That's right.
God.
So I have it 9 minutes and 35 seconds. So Susanna had asked Conrad to ask Belly to the dead ball, which is like, as a teenage girl, that makes you want to die. Just like
Yeah.
having someone's mom force you to take you to some dance. Don't.
Seriously.
No. But Taylor is like, Belly, you're going to say no to him. How powerful would that make you feel if you got to say no to Conrad? And then she says, also, like, there's a hotter brother that you can be with. So real for acknowledging that Jeremiah is the hotter of the two.
Yes, Taylor was Team Jeremiah, the whole Team Jelly.
Yeah.
Yes, she says, I'm CEO of Team Jelly.
Yeah.
And I also said,
CEO.
that's what I said. I said, I'm the CEO of Team Jeremiah.
We are the CEOs for Team Jeremiah. I care not.
Yep. And then next up is volleyball. And you spotted this too. The orange t-shirts say Team Swifty on them,
They
on the
do.
back.
I did. I spotted it, and I thought that was absolutely adorable.
Team Swifty.
Yeah, I appreciated. This is where we're getting into the volleyball situation where we've got some volleyball teams. We've got Taylor and Belly are, they're popping off. They're doing a little, and then Taylor gets horribly injured. Wow.
Oopsie. My
Whoops.
ankle hurts. Can't play no more.
Ouch.
Ouch. And then
She's a real one for that.
Jer has to
Jeremiah,
swap in.
come play.
That's a good friend. I have a note here at minute 16 while they're, because see, here's the thing. Conrad is watching with big, sharp puppy dog eyes
so
from the
sad.
sidelines because he doesn't get to throw that ball around with his girl that he can't talk to. Mm-hmm. I was watching this with Jay, and he had some comments. Y'all have now spent some time with him, you understand. He sat here, and he could not, for the life of him, remember Conrad's name. These were the names that he shuffled through. I shit you not. Cashmere.
Nice. Yeah.
Catch me.
Career.
Career.
Cordial.
Cordial. Uh-huh.
Column.
Yeah.
Captain. And finally, Korger.
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 I mean, Korger and
my
Conrad are the same
God.
name. That's the same
category. Isn't it though? Yeah, these are all names that Jay is trying to come up with for Conrad because he can't remember Conrad's name.
Because he sucks.
Yeah.
You know whose name he can remember? Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Yeah, he can because they've got a t-shirt that says Team Jeremiah. Taylor's version. That's all I have to say about that.
My next one says, for some reason it says, I saw Brandon's comment about whether or not Jared threw the game.
Oh.
What did
'cause
you say?
I said, okay, for the volleyball match, do you think Jared maybe messed up on purpose? Like he and Connie exchanged glances and then he started to do bad. What would be his ulterior motive? I questioned it with the way they looked at each other. And
So-
I thought
He botched
My thought
Yes.
here is that Jeremiah...
he wanted to put the pressure on Conrad that maybe he wouldn't pull it out and then like win. But they did.
Well, my thought was that he saw Jeremiah looking at Belly like that, and then that threw Jeremiah off. And that made him play badly. And he was like, oh shit, I'm still in competition with my brother.
I always
And that
thought
made him play badly. And then also Belly is super competitive and wanted to win. And Jeremiah was kind of,
I think it made him nervous
Yeah.
a little bit. I
He
don't
was,
think
like,
through
not
it, but I
taking
think he
it
got
as
nervous. Yeah.
seriously.
I overthought it.
Everybody started getting self-conscious. These are teens, if you remember.
yes. And also, this is just something that I noticed with this team. So first Taylor wears the team Belly shirt. Then she gives it to Jeremiah. Then Jeremiah gives it to Conrad. That means 3 sweaty bodies have been in that shirt.
Ew!
I did not like that.
And
No,
it
thank you.
miraculously fits
fits
all 3
perfectly.
very different body types.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Shirt.
Sisterhood of the Traveling Shirt. Did y'all ever have anything like that? I had a Sisterhood of the Traveling dress. It was the magic dress.
I don't think I did.
No.
Okay. Like
That's
clothes
really
that
cute,
you
though.
swapped around. Only good things happened when people wore this dress.
Oh, that's really
Really
cute.
Sweet.
I enjoyed it. You reminded me when you said Sisterhood of the
Yeah.
Magic. Yeah, less sweaty.
Way less sweaty. At 17 minutes, or almost 18 minutes, I wrote, I just know that the producers were like, yeah, get a shot of Conrad spinning that volleyball on his finger. It'll be so hot. Narrator, it was not hot.
Narrator.
It sure was not hot.
Uh-huh.
It was, who spins a volleyball on their finger?
Literally.
No.
Yeah, no. Nobody's doing that. Teens may think it's cool.
Yeah.
So shortly after the volleyball situation, we got anything else about volleyball? Mm-mm. Okay, shortly after this, one of my favorite parts comes up, which is
The private yacht.
the fucking yacht.
God, I would be so good
I
at
would be
having a
good at
yacht.
that.
That's what I'm saying. I would be so good. I
could do that.
Club situation. I would be so good at a yacht. My note here is that Jay and I had the putting the finger down game was real fun with Jay. Because what was that? Okay, so Pretty Girl is like, everybody put a finger down for each time you've gone to
It's like
first
never have
base.
I ever.
Yeah, it's never. And he was like, oh, he was like looking over at me, and I'm like, yeah, second base, yes, yeah, it was us, yeah, we did, okay, third base, and then one of them was like something illegal, right?
Well, one of them was like, have you ever like masturbated with a stuffed animal? And
That's
Barry
one.
Styles.
Harry
a good
Bear
one.
Styles.
Whew.
Not Harry Bear Styles. Oh my god.
You'd have to. That'd be a frequent
Also,
washing
Yeah.
A stuffed
situation.
animal.
Ew.
That sounds
heavens.
difficult.
That does sound difficult.
That's not how labia work.
I feel like there's not enough. Well, I don't know. I'm not a teenage girl anymore, so maybe it would have worked as a teenager.
Yeah, I think maybe when things are just
I think
that like
possibly
on edge,
more things work.
Yeah.
as a teenager.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
the bar's a lot lower.
Yes.
Things are a lot more intense.
Yes.
I got less thoughts in my brain.
There's a lot less to work through to get to that point. Yeah, that's got to be what it is.
Wait, Brandon, didn't you ask a question about second base?
I did. I said, what actually Taylor making the point, put your finger down, never made out with Jeremiah.
Oh, I
What a
love
good
that.
defense. Love that she had her back. Also, I need a clarification what actually qualifies for base 1, 2, and 3.
Well, your toe has gone to second base with Katie Bird's boob.
Yeah, that's
So-
second base.
Boob touching is second base. So what is first base? Just looking at each
Kissing.
other.
You don't have boobs, so you don't understand. It's
I
pretty
have
great.
I have man titties. I have middies.
Okay, you have
Middies.
middies.
So I
First-
can grab them. and
you
be
have
in second
biddies.
base.
You have biddies. Harry Styles.
Harry Bear Styles.
Stop.
First base is kissing. Second base is chest
Boob
action.
Yes.
Third
chest
base
action.
is oral. Is
that's
that-
what I always
that's what
thought
I
it
always
was.
thought. But there was
was
always
oral.
debate.
Yeah.
And then we all know what a home run is.
home run.
Yeah.
But like, there's so much between those bases.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
other stuff to do besides
Literally.
the bases.
There's a lot of stuff to do, y'all. The experience
And
of
that-
sensuality, sexuality. It's a magical thing.
And that's with like, female bodies and, there's variety in
Yes,
other
the base
identities.
system. The base system is built solely off of a very heteronormative
Right.
Agenda.
situation there.
Yeah, the bases are really
Agenda.
fluid.
It's a heteronormative agenda, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
So before we move on, why in my notes, I can't remember anything. Why in my notes I put 3 minutes before Taylor's comment, can you heartbeat for someone but less than the person you were with?
What?
I don't remember. It was at 22:41. And I said, is that okay? So ultimately you can be with someone, but that is not the love of your life. That's scary.
Oh,
did I
because
put that comment?
Belly says, I'm worried that my heart isn't ever going to beat for Conrad.
Yeah.
And Taylor's like, well, maybe that's okay. Maybe the person that you're with doesn't have to be your first love or the person that your heart first beat for.
Yes. Hot take.
Yeah.
It's true. not always how it works.
And I think that feeling of like your heart beating for somebody, like that fades over time. Like it might have felt like with your ex-boyfriend, it might have felt like I'm
This is
only
all
ever
there will ever
gonna
be.
love this person,
Yeah.
but that fades
What
over
Taylor
time.
Swift song
There's
does it
also
talk
just
about?
something
This is the
about your
first time.
first
We just
love
talked about
too,
this
though.
morning.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Grace.
because it's like I definitely don't
Twin fire signs.
feel those feelings for him anymore. But when I think about my first love, I am like, oh, like I'll still feel kind of like warm about it, but I don't ever think like, oh my god, I'm still in love with him. Like I
Right.
don't ever think that. But when I think back on it,
It's like
I'm just like sweet.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, mine went
Yeah.
up in absolute flames and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
pretty fucked up. But yeah, the good parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That beginning part, that falling in love
The
part.
parts that were really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think and
Yeah.
it's because it's the first time
It's the
you
first time
get
you're
those
falling in love, yeah.
chemicals. You get those that like spiritual experience. It's
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
Taylor says it best.
Yeah.
We fall in love till it hurts or bleeds or, fades in time.
That's
I
right.
mean, it's true.
And then I love
Life
the-
moves on. How sad as that is.
I love the different folks say it differently, but this idea of like you fall in like in long-term relationships, you fall in love with like each new version of that person. And so in some ways, like, yeah, you do like the love for who that person was a couple years ago, it does fade because that person's no longer here. They've
Right.
grown with
Yeah.
time. They've been through some new shit and they've ebbed and flowed. And so you do get to fall in love with a whole new person.
Yeah.
If your person's growing.
Yeah,
If-
absolutely.
If life is moving as it should, then yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my partner and I are completely different people than we were 12 years ago when
God.
we
Same.
met.
But
or
aren't you
not.
scared that you could eventually just not love him anymore? I mean, if people change,
I mean, we've been together for 12 years, and
Exactly.
we've grown
Seen
and
it all.
evolved over these past 12 years.
You've loved all the
And-
past versions
yeah,
of him.
and every
Oh.
every year, every like new chapter of life, like you fall in love with more parts of this person, and
you remember the past. So, like you were saying about, like, you remember the love,
Yeah.
like with tenderness, like, oh, that was so sweet. Like, I remember who Jay was at first, and it's like, I'm so glad he's not that person. I'm so
Yeah.
glad he, like, fucking cleans the house with me.
right,
Yeah.
And, wow, like, I loved who he was then, too. He
Yeah.
was just an angel baby who,
Yeah.
bless him. And so, yeah, it kind of accumulates in that way.
yeah,
But there is a commitment, like, I think that does grow beautifully within the safety of the commitment.
For sure.
Because it's vulnerable to
Yeah.
be like, are you going to love me when I keep on changing and shifting
Yeah.
and ebbing and flowing?
but you're
Yeah.
doing it together. It's
You are.
scary.
It's very scary. But like I became a mother.
Yes.
Like my partner watched children
Grow
exit my body.
and come out of your body.
Watched it happen, and
Yeah.
it's just been wonderful.
Yeah.
That's a huge change, and my body doesn't look the way it's not, and not ever gonna look the way
And
it did
y'all
pre-baby.
both went through that together.
Yes.
Like, he's been up for sleepless nights. And
Yeah,
like,
2
it's changed
a.m.
both of you.
2 a.m. when you haven't slept in 4 days.
Right.
Yeah.
It can hit a little bit different. Yeah.
It hits different this
And
time.
it does. It's just it's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
There's
but it's very sweet.
a difference between growing apart and growing together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And growing
for sure.
together it's intentional, and you have to do
Yeah.
it. Like I fell
It
in love.
doesn't just accidentally happen, but it's also not like hard work.
No. Like I fell in love with a version of my partner who like prayed over us all
Yeah,
the time,
yeah.
which is
Yeah.
not who
Mine
we are.
was a youth pastor.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's not who we are anymore.
was he?
Yeah, he sure was.
Doesn't he have youth pastor energy?
Most
Yeah.
youth
Yeah.
pastor energy, yeah.
But yeah, we're not like that anymore, and like we intentionally made decisions to step away from those parts of ourselves, and
We
like,
grew together,
Yeah.
though, separately in some
we
ways.
both grew individually, but then it worked in a way that made us grow closer together as
Yeah.
we're making decisions as a couple, like what
Yes.
is safe for us in
Yeah.
this time.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So, some folks, that is the grow apart. Like, it diverges. You're like, oh, well, that's not my path, and that's where it all
And I think it's also generational. I feel like with our parents and our parents' parents, like staying married to someone that you hated was just like
what you
what you did.
Yeah.
And it's like, and you didn't even try to like make a connection with them. It's
and
like,
I think you did it for the sake of, you were like, well, we're married. Well, we have to.
Yeah, we
this
have
is what we
to.
do. Because if we get divorced, then we're the couple that got divorced, and everyone's
Right.
going to look at us and be like, oh God, something's wrong with them. They got
now,
divorced.
Yeah, now it's so normal.
Yeah.
And it's so accepted. Thank goodness, so that people
Yes.
aren't in miserable.
Yes.
Yes.
And
It's
a
so
lot of
much
this
more
is-
painful for your children if
I would
you stay
never
together
wish
and you hate each other.
like
Yeah.
for someone to be miserable in a relationship. Like
Yes.
I tell my partner all the time, like if you're miserable, I want you to tell me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that it's better that we figure it out and work
Yeah.
through it. Or if it's not going to work anymore, like we need to figure that out soon
Yes.
because we're not going to be miserable in this.
We have those
Yes.
frank conversations often of just like, hey, if something's a deal breaker, let's like, I don't want you to be miserable because I love
Yeah.
you, and
Yeah.
I don't want to be miserable, and
right.
so it's an interesting. I am by no means an expert, but it is interesting to look at it and be like, we are completely different people,
Yeah.
and we're choosing to stay together.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had our ups and downs and big life transitions.
Oh,
and
yeah.
behind the scenes
For
and
sure.
It's like, I know that we went through all of that and gave each other an out and still chose to stay together.
Mm-hmm.
Circling around.
Brandon's telling us to wrap up this conversation. He's bored.
I'm bored because I'm single.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Sorry, that was bitter.
I think you're gonna start dating someone.
Ew.
If that's because it sounds like that's what you want. You want to start dating someone adorable
Ew.
who doesn't.
he said ew.
Who shows
I just want
up.
to find my own border collie.
Yes.
Your own Jeremiah.
But here's the thing, like you're gonna have all kinds of lovely things to say, and it's gonna be like you're gonna be in love, and it's gonna be so cute, and we're gonna be like, oh my god, tell us
Oh my god.
everything.
And he's going to be our best friend.
Yes.
We'll incorporate him.
Yeah, he can come to all of our pod ski recordings.
He can sit over there because we're out of spots on the mic board.
We believe it for you. Also, we don't just. This isn't blind faith. This is also because we're gonna have access to your hinge.
That's right.
Welcome.
It's because we will make it
At
happen.
minute,
We will. That's the can do it
That's right.
attitude
That's
over
right.
here.
You might as well just start the own.
It won't be
someone just
hard
create a
work.
new
You're
one.
adorable.
And just use my photos of Insta. Anyways, I'm sorry. Keep going.
at minute 30, I wrote, you know what's a major red flag? When a guy only gives you his attention when he thinks you're interested in someone else.
Ah,
That's a manipulation tactic, my friends.
gross.
Correct.
I wonder who did that. It's a mystery to me.
It's a mystery to me.
It's almost as if
Can't know it.
he noticed Belly being interested in Jeremiah and decided, oh, I'm going to give her attention now.
That's not hot. That's not cute. That's
No.
not
No.
endearing. That's not. Ugh. I hate
I
it.
hate
I
it.
hate it.
It's petty. It's competitive.
So then the Nicole sees the text from Conrad on Belly's phone. They take their skinny dipping in the water, and Nicole takes their clothes, which is like,
Has anyone actually gone?
I love this scene. Have I gone skinny
have
dipping?
we gone skinny dipping? Ann and I have gone skinny dipping together in the ocean.
In the Gulf of Mexico. We held at the moon.
We sure did.
This has been covered on the pod.
We talked about that.
This has been covered on the pod. You know, one of my favorite parts about that time, skinny dipping with our witch's coven, howling at the moon, was it was on a family friendly beach.
It sure
a
was.
family came out of their beach house. To
They
come
saw us
do a little
hollering.
bonfire or something. And what did that family do?
Well, we were just hollering in the water.
Who'd been
Our
hollering?
clothes
Hollering.
Drunk
piled
as the
up.
day is long.
Yeah, they saw us and they just turned right back around.
Maybe not.
And they turned.
They said, "I'm gonna mind my business."
Went back inside.
Good.
And then we watched it. I mean, it was like a multi-generational thing, and they were like,
It's
Oh,
maybe not.
Maybe not.
"Oh!" And then we took because we were like, "Shit, they're coming
like,
right now.
we're going to get
our
arrested."
clothes
Yeah.
are right there. Like we can't get to our clothes by the time
it was literally like their
our clothes
house.
were in front of their house.
Their house was on the beach. They had a boardwalk that went to our clothes were in front of their house.
Ah! We were
Anyway,
It
pretty
happens.
tipsy, but yes, we ended up getting enough clothing back on.
Did you throw me?
Skinny dipping
An
comes up
Oreo.
again with Laurel and
they go skinny dipping, which was super hot.
I know.
Love
Hot.
Everyone can skinny dip. Thank you.
that. Skinny dipping has no age.
So,
Fucking has
Brandon
no
and
age.
Savannah, have y'all skinny dapped?
Yes.
Yes.
Got
Brandon,
to.
have you skinny dipped?
No.
It's so fun.
I'm just a little church girl that is shy.
Who would you choose? We're little church girls too. We're still doing it.
that love pastors.
That
love pastors.
That youth energies.
Exactly. If you could choose anyone in the world, living or dead, to go skinny dipping with, Brandon, whom would you choose?
I mean, is it? Well, I'd feel awkward going with someone I wanted to just chat with.
Have a conversation.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. Let's go. Ow, God.
Taylor would.
Beat the shit out of my head.
She totally would.
Jesus, that's what she said.
Taylor absolutely would.
Whoops. Okay, yeah, no, so the implication of skinny dipping is that this is someone you would want to have like a sexual encounter with.
Oh.
But yeah,
Not much with the girlies.
yeah, with the girlies, we were hooting and hollering. That was hysterical. That was after our
hollering.
dance party. Oh my god,
Oh my
we were very
God.
drunk. The point is, yours we're setting up as like a date because we can use this for your Hinge profile.
Oh.
I would
A
choose
question about skinny dipping?
to go skinny dipping with.
Oh, that's a great prompt. Does Hinge have that prompt?
You can create them.
Can we create them? Oh, done.
Let's fucking
Done.
go.
Nice.
I'm just gonna start getting calendar invites and notifications.
That's right.
That's right.
And
It's
it's gonna be a Hinge
Are
out
you ready
there.
for your date tonight?
And then we will
we'll
curate
we'll be
which
blind. We'll
gingham
just tell you
shirt.
We'll be in the back
what
corner
to-
with the mustaches and the glasses.
but we'll just tell you what to wear and where to show up.
I feel like you've got what to wear down really well.
That's true.
You
You're a
dress beautifully.
fashion boy.
thanks.
But you might need our support and or our
We book him on a
blatant
mountain.
voyeurism.
We book him on a mountain biking date.
Speaking of mountain biking, I'm a mountain biking
And then we can just put the email, just be the podcast email. We
No.
just create the password. There we go.
Can't be using the podcast email for personal things. We got to write this stuff off.
Yeah, this
Oh
is
my God.
all a tax write-off.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Did you have something?
Right afterward. Well, was that a part of skinny dipping?
Everything's
You never
No, this is
answered.
after.
I put 2 minutes after I put do people create safety nets?
Love safety net.
Love safety nets. Like she thought I'm guessing Conrad was never gonna like her back, so that's why it was okay. But Jer was real, so Jer has been the real option the whole time. What is a safety net?
Ooh, that's a good point.
A safety
I know.
net.
So like,
I come up with all these good points, and I don't remember why I did them now.
oh, you're reflective. We love it.
Hmm.
So yeah, like the safety net. There is safety in.
So
having
Conrad was her safety net because. Oh wait, no.
I think Jeremiah
Was a safety net because he is always going to give the border collie energy.
He's always going to be
always
there,
gonna be
but
there.
Conrad's going to be unattainable for her.
So like
Yeah.
what my friend said earlier, there's always a Conrad in your life that's always unattainable.
So I think what you're asking is like, do we settle for someone when we know we
Who's
can't,
safe.
when we can't get the one that we know that we want?
And why do parts of us continue to pursue and be interested in people who are unavailable and or
That's the real question. Why,
And-
why
Why
do you
do
want to
I-
be with someone who doesn't want you?
Why do I like straight men?
I mean,
yeah. It's
that's a self-fulfilling prophecy right there, my friend.
what is it? We accept the love we think we deserve.
Yeah, I just want to. Never mind. Moving on.
It's a deep. It's a tough. There is a sense of safety in liking, being into someone who is. It's not that they're not into you. It's just that they're,
It's safe because they won't ever return the favor.
It's fun to. This is giving me insight for clients.
Me?
No, well, just the idea. No, not you.
Oh,
God, no.
Am I homework? Oh my
No, no.
am I homework? Oh my God.
Yeah, no, just
Contrary
the
to popular
idea.
belief, we do not psychoanalyze our friends.
Why?
I do it all day long to kids. I don't need to do it to my friends.
I am literally an open book. I
It's
do
so
not
much
care.
work. It's
You
so
just go
much
for
work.
it.
Well,
I love feedback. Tell me when I'm doing wrong.
No. Also, I'm not objective when it comes to my friends.
No.
That's the thing too. If your friends are trying to therapize you,
That ain't right.
your friend isn't objective. I can encourage and support, but I don't see the whole picture because I'm biased
right.
because I love y'all.
We
But
try to protect.
exactly, I come at it with my own stuff. But I just the idea of people falling in love with ideas that are out of reach. Why do we do that? I don't know.
I think it's I think it's
feels
exactly
safe in a different way.
you know what's going to happen.
Ooh, that's
it's
true.
predictable. I know he's going to reject me. I know he's not going to love me. So this is what's comfortable and safe. If I tried over here with someone who might,
Ooh,
then
that's
scary and different.
Even if he's super great and wonderful and lovable.
At 36 minutes, Conrad and Nicole are breaking up, and I just wrote, like, aside from all the shitty things that Conrad has done to Belly, what he's doing to Nicole is cruel. Like, he's
Yeah.
just stringing her along. Why are you doing that to her? And then Nicole...
Yeah, she says, you didn't hurt me. Because he says something like, I'm so sorry I hurt you. She's like, you didn't hurt me.
Yeah.
You wasted my time. That's
That's a Taylor
right, bitch.
Swift lyric. That's good.
Yeah, we do not give assholes that kind of power over us.
Yes. It just... It was such a strong, beautiful
Yes.
statement of like, no, sir, you wasted my time. Just the self-respect.
Yeah.
in that.
Yes.
I was just like, oh my God, I love her. And I think at the Deb ball, she has a date, an adorable date. It's like they make the point to show like she's good. Got one less problem without you.
That's right.
That's right.
And then at 42 minutes, I wrote, woo! I'm feeling a disturbance in the force watching Jeremiah and Belly in the car. And
Yeah.
a consent king. I mean, they went to second base.
Sure did.
They sure did.
So who was angry? Belly was angry about something in the car. Oh no! So they got picked up because they had been skinny dipping. Okay, this is my.
Oh, that's right.
This is my note. So again, I watched this episode with.
This
Jay.
is my note.
Oh, I'm excited to hear your note. But at 40:31, Taylor's shooting it straight with Conrad. So Taylor is ripping Conrad a new one. And then Jay just said from the depths of his soul, I hate being in the car with an angry woman.
That's right. You should hate that.
He just like the most genuine statement.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You
I
can't get
hate
away.
being in the car with an angry woman. As if he's ever been in the car with an angry woman.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's
I
like.
don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I love
Here's
that.
Brandon.
What?
No, I want it. You go.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say that I love that she put Jeremiah's hand on her boob and then asked him to the dead ball.
Yes!
Absolutely. That's how you use your womanly wiles.
Which base is that?
Second base. That's right.
That was cute. Yeah. He's not going to say no.
Belly asked him to pull over. I don't know why. Maybe I just.
Oh, that was so hot.
Belle asked him to pull over. Foreshadowing to the next season, they're also on the side of the road again. Also, Jared.
That's true.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So like, them two are always pulling over. I don't know. I think weird things of like, oh, that happened again. So then I think of like, oh, is this an Easter egg from Taylor Swift? You know. So I'm like,
Sure,
then I overthink it. And then I'm like,
right.
well, maybe we
Swifties.
should talk about it. Then I put it in the notes.
Swifty.
So, like,
all the details.
Why are they always on the side of the road together?
Ooh, and not drunk in the back of a car.
That's right.
Kind of like babies coming home from the bar. I don't know.
And then I put Conrad now gives her an infinity as a. Oh, I've skipped a little bit. That's the last. They close it out with the infinity.
Oh,
So Conrad now
Please.
gives her the infinity as a last
Boo.
effort.
Ew.
Like, come on, my guy, at Katie. If
That's
you
right,
wanted,
my guy.
if you wanted her, you should have made the attempt. You fucked up, and then you put period.
yeah.
Period. Well, it also... The last note I have is the "you up" text from Conrad.
Oh,
Are you
God.
fucking serious?
Conrad's a fuck boy, and he's
hate
manipulative.
He's a sad fuck boy.
That's so
He's
true.
a sad fuck boy, and this is like, I mean, it's not his fault that he's sad, but it's his responsibility.
Take care of that. That's not my problem.
He just held on his necklace and he just gave it to her when.
That's manipulation.
It's
That's
a-
manipulation.
That what is it? It's what's like when you drop little. It's not love. Breadcrumbing. It's like it's not love bombing. It's the other one. Yes,
That is-
breadcrumbing. That is what he does.
Well, and it's like, it's clear that he's not okay, and so he gets by with it because he's not okay, but no.
That was episode 6.
We did it.
It sure was. It sure was, folks. We are on to episode 7.
The episode.
This is a painful episode.
Yeah, it
So,
sure was.
I'm not here to make light of it, but I am saying maybe we can skim over the parts that were really terrible.
Yeah.
It was just heartbreaking, okay?
It was hard.
That is not what podcast is about.
This is about the real stuff, the deep.
The real deal. If we can talk about bases 1, 2, and 3, we can talk
It's about everyone's
also talk
personal
about
trauma.
Exactly.
Lived.
episode.
experience.
I don't think I can review this, Brandon.
I said I'm going in with a little saluting emoji.
So, okay, let's start with the latter note. Savannah's mixed pattern shirt, yet again,
I had that shirt.
a mixed pattern shirt that's a button down with different colors on it. It looks so cute.
It's really cute.
I love it.
All the pastels. Yes. I have at minute 2-ish. Which Deb dress do y'all like better?
Oh.
I like
Oh, yeah,
Belly's
the
choice
two.
better.
Belly choice, definitely.
Yes. the more
She
tailored.
looked so uncomfortable in the other one. It made me not like it.
Yeah.
I know. It was nuts. Well, I thought it looked really beautiful in the portrait she was painting.
Mm-hmm.
But the tailored one, I love that Laurel got that.
No.
That was so sweet.
That was really sweet. 8 minutes and 44 seconds. Belly
Whoa,
says. Did I jump ahead? Sorry.
Yes.
I probably just jumped around this episode, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, you go. If you got something else, you go ahead.
I put at 3:41. Laurel hugging Bells and saying, "I'm a mom. I'll never let you go." Ugh.
Oh, I did right. I'm
I'll
your mother,
never-
and I know you. Ugh,
Okay.
that one was.
Yeah. I put, "I'll never forget my mom hugged me," and then I moved out. Oh my god, I forgot I put that. Why did I write that?
Oh, jeez.
Never mind. I totally forgot I wrote that.
We don't have to talk about that. if you
Ew.
don't want to.
Well, I'll never forget. I was walking up the stairs and I was 17, and I just remember my mother crying into her dinner because I was moving out. Felt so bad
Oh my god.
to move in with a church family.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard for the mamas, but also
Because I didn't grow up to be the man she wanted me to be.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Period.
those expectations belong to her.
She wanted me to be a little
She
teacher.
doesn't get to decide that.
That's
Yeah,
that's
that-
not yours.
Uh-huh.
it's so hard when parents do not have the resources, inner resources to love their kids as they are, where they are, how they are. It takes a lot of. Well, does it take a lot of?
I am gonna be very straight up and acknowledge that I have very little patience for it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
cannot wrap my brain around it in the slightest because
Yeah.
I just cannot envision a scenario where either of my boys come to me
With anything.
with anything and me be like, well, there it goes. Now you got to leave my house. Now I don't love you. Like there's just
Feels
not
insane.
a single thing in the world that they could come to me with
Yeah.
that would make me say,
Well, she
I
didn't.
don't like nothing.
kick-
Like it just at no point would
That's
I
what
ever
you
want
said.
them
Yeah.
to feel like they're losing me as a parent for something that they are.
That makes sense.
Like never.
And if anything was, this wouldn't even. Well, hello.
And
You-
if they feel that way, I have failed as a parent. I have
Yeah.
failed in my job as a parent. If they
one
ever
job.
feel like
I mean,
exactly.
I wasn't out then, but I mean, you can kind of tell when I open my mouth. I mean, hello, the Pope's Catholic, so like you can kind of tell. But like I guess just not the life that they were envisioning. I didn't want to go to college, and then I just wanted to not necessarily move out of that town that fast. I enjoyed the people I was around. Didn't really want to. Maybe it's just because we just grew apart and we weren't really like. They were just like, okay, well, if you were going to move out, you're going to move out. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh God.
Well, don't you think that hurt?
Is that the same
That's
thing
hard.
in a different way?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not suggesting by any means that your parents are bad people or that anybody's parents necessarily wake up and are like, how can I be hateful to my
Harm
kids
my-
today? Yeah, no parent.
I just don't think they understood the part they played in it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
And it sounds like in that situation, the undercurrent, like why it hurt so much, was because of what you were, trying to figure out too. Of like, am I going to be loved and accepted no matter what? Like that's where unconditional love is really
Yes.
important. Like whether or not anyone comes out and needs additional support, like we need to love people how they are. We need
Exactly.
the people in our lives to know they're loved unconditionally.
Yes. When I think, I mean, you can't help it. You're a human. So when I think of my boys down the road, yeah,
got
I have an
dreams.
idea of what I think would be nice for them, but that might not be what they want. That might not be what they view success as. Everybody
But
views
you love
success differently, and I love them. I love them not because they might one day go to college. I don't love them because
Of who they'll be
one
with.
day they might marry a woman and have babies. Like
Yeah.
that's not what I love about them. I love them as people.
Yeah.
So,
That makes sense.
yeah,
love
I
it.
have very little patience for
There's overwhelming research that
Yes.
supports
Yeah.
loving your children for who
Yes.
they are unconditionally keeps them alive.
Yes.
It literally, it is, if it feels like,
Keeps them
wow,
alive.
This is hard. Or like, this feels important. It is, like, the research is so clear over and over.
I
It
have
is
kids
life-saving.
that sit across from me every fucking day
Yeah.
that want to die because their parents
Yes.
don't love them.
Yeah.
I would
And-
never want the boys to be so excited about something and just be like, oh my gosh, I have like this awesome dream or I have this like new interest that I'm so excited about, and then be like, okay, but I can't tell mom about that because she wouldn't like it.
And
Like I would
parents-
never want them to think
Parents
that.
can't just remain open and just lean into curiosity and just think, okay, why
Well, that
is he
takes
talking
humility.
about
Yes.
this?
That
Okay,
takes-
so let me educate myself about it.
Right.
Instead of immediately just shutting down and be like, oh, get out of the house, or oh, let me just stop talking to you, or oh, not understanding.
Yeah.
Lean into a little bit of curiosity on why they're there, period. But that was
Yeah.
so long ago. That was 2006.
Yeah.
Seven?
That was a long time ago.
So think about where we've come, but think about still how shitty it is right now.
Yeah. But it's never an excuse. But that is the culture that they were in of just like, 2006, 2007. It's just wild. It's just really important that we love people where they're at. And people's stuff gets in the way. I see both sides of it, but it's parents, it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
It may not be your fault. You come into with your own experiences.
You brought this baby into the
they didn't ask
world.
to be brought into this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This baby exists because you brought it here. And that's, you gotta love it.
And it's not just about making sure they're clothed and fed.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
I put, moving on, sorry.
Don't apologize.
Stuff to say about that.
We have themes.
We don't
I
open
have
that
feelings about it.
I put 602. Are you actually supposed to wait 4 seconds at a stoplight? Maybe someone should take my license.
Never
4 seconds
have
is a
I
long
ever.
I don't stop at them. They're clearly just
Rolling
opinions.
stops, I think, are fine.
Yeah.
I did
Allegedly. I've never done that before.
720. Jer and B kiss, and I put, oh my god, Anna's voice. Thank you. Insert. We'll get that on the button. His lips are so full and practically swallow.
Yes.
He does have very large lips, and I like it.
Yes. They're.
I like that.
Okay, because this is where they're outside, right? And she's about to leave. Okay,
And
that's when
Steven-
Steven pulls up in the
yeah.
Jeep, sees them kissing, and then he realizes
He
that they're
freaks
together.
out.
Okay.
Fuck off.
Okay, so do we think his reasons are valid,
He's
or
a
do we
hypocrite.
think
She
He's a
tells
hypocrite,
him.
yeah.
He's a hypocrite.
Oh.
Okay, the age.
Yes, it's hypocritical. But I don't.
So
like
him
the
wanting to
stance
go in
at
there and
all.
punch Jared in the face and so angry about it, he's not validated because they didn't tell him, or do you have to tell them?
I think so. For context,
Well,
my stupid ex was really close with my older brother, who is also very, very stupid, and so they run in packs, folks. Red flags. Red flags were abounding, but he didn't know. Like my older brother didn't know. Then and it was like a whole and then it came out, and it was like, oh, you've only been friends with me because you wanted to go with my sister, and then it was all this stuff. And so it's an interesting. There was a lot of betrayal, and you should have told me. So I could see Steven being like, hey, Jerry, you're my best friend, and you didn't tell me that you were into my sister. We talk about girls all the time, and you've just been making a big show about this. It didn't come across as protective. It came across as dick. I did not like it at all in the show.
I did not enjoy that.
But I heard it more from
Or do you not enjoy it just because you're not Steven?
That's how I took it. That's how
You were
it
lying to
delivered to me was
Yeah.
that he felt betrayed and that he was like, I could not believe that my friend
But it
and my
also had
sister.
just happened the night before.
Yeah.
There wasn't much time for Jeremiah to be like, Steven, guess what?
Yeah, exactly. But the whole it's my sister and she's 16. That was she called him out on it.
Yeah.
Beautifully.
I love that she was like, I get to pick, and I pick Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Period. Me too.
Yeah, and Steven did a little foreshadowing there of hey, this is our family. If you fuck this up, it's gonna be bad.
I thought about that.
It
So,
got,
at the beginning
yeah,
of
fucked
season
up.
2. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Oopsie.
Yeah, that's a little foreshadowing.
How did we go to the fuck girl? Because I put, okay, wait, does being a fuck girl mean basically dating around? Isn't dating supposed to help you find your forever match?
Yeah, so I thought that was
What
uncalled
a
for.
progressive! What a!
Who, me? Progressive?
Yes.
Never.
I know.
Oh
That's
my
exactly
God.
I thought
what
that-
dating is supposed to be. Incorrect.
That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, I thought that was uncalled for.
I'm uncalled for.
No,
I don't stop at stop signs.
what Nicole said.
rolling stuff.
But also Jeremiah dancing with his mom before the ball. That
And
was
she tripped.
so fucking cute.
And they start to prelude of her actually.
No, I don't want to talk about that. I wish I want to talk about how Jeremiah was so cute.
He
This
was
is
so
episode
cute.
7. We have to talk about it.
Nobody dies.
Also, at 16 minutes, Belly's big famous
You
quote.
really did skip over that, aren't we?
I sure did.
Moving on.
I'm gonna kick her titty again. Come here, that little titty.
Girl.
They're so
That's a
little.
straight voice.
Come here, girl.
Ew. Oh,
God.
Ew. I hate that. At 16 minutes, girls aren't supposed to know that they're pretty. We're supposed to wait for someone else to tell us before we're allowed to feel it ourselves. Isn't that bullshit? Yes, it is, Belly.
It is.
It's 100%.
Got very
bullshit.
nervous as she was saying that. I was like, no, this is not true. And then she said, isn't this bullshit? And I was like, oh, correct. Yes.
Oh,
it
because
is
that was
bullshit.
before.
Yeah.
Got it.
We're done not knowing how good looking we are.
Yes.
We're done doing that.
Yes, it's important that people
We're doing the like, oh, I'm so ugly.
Yeah.
I'm
not-
so yeah. No,
that's not cute.
You're
That's
hot. Own it.
Yep.
Get the
Know
bad
it.
talk, girl. Can I read one in my man voice?
Please do.
2021. Marissa. It's about gays.
Good.
Started LGBTQ plus that community student union. God, I can't even do it.
It's really hard for you.
So critical.
It's upsetting.
Is it?
It is a little bit upsetting.
Why? Because you just because I'm here because
It
I like
sounds
boys.
like
The voice
someone
sounds very-
speaking in an accent.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like you.
I can do it Irish. Ladies.
I like that one.
They always made fun of it because when we're in Ireland, the first thing out of my mouth is like to speak like an Irish. I was like,
This
ladies,
is a good
come on
point.
down.
I'm reading the rest of your point.
What did I put? Marissa started a LGBTQ plus student union. Also, so critical in 4K for the bathroom. Legit. Why is a toilet and a sink behind a locked door? Why does it need a gender?
$4,000 for gender neutral bathrooms.
And I'm sorry, that's not a millennial Gen Zer. That's not a new generation thing. Think about it. It's a bathroom with a toilet and a sink.
It doesn't.
And,
it's
we're freaking
fine.
out.
Yeah, y'all.
It's behind a locked door. It's not even open.
Yeah.
Is that
Love is an open door. And we're freaking out about it being on it. It doesn't matter. It's a damn bathroom.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get over that,
it's
y'all.
human right? Like it's
just a bathroom.
Everybody gotta go.
Everybody go to the potty.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all.
It's just it's a
The
wild
amount of students
one.
that I have to escort to our personal bathroom and counseling because of the
Because they don't have their own?
stupid fucking laws here. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have laws that
I've got 22. Anyone else before that?
I just have at 17 minutes what I wouldn't give to see Jeremiah standing across from me in a tux, giving him that signature up and down look.
And white.
up and
Oh,
down
so good.
look.
God.
Oh, the.
He does the.
Oh.
It's just
I
with his
feel
eyes too. It's just like
I feel hot just watching
yeah.
And he's in
Check
a
belly out.
He does
I
it
was
well.
like, he's in a tux. I'm like, we're getting
Yeah.
married right now. Immediately. God.
on the spot.
I
Yeah.
put.
What does he say? He says something like, "You look beautiful," and she said, "You said I'll barf in your face," or what was?
Oh, he says you look like a princess or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just make that up?
No, that's real. She
Yeah.
does say, like, if you say that again, I'm going to throw up on
Oh.
you. It's really funny.
It's cute, and she did that.
That's relatable.
Yeah. I get-
Anytime
I
my
get
partner
that.
says anything sweet to me, I'm like, ugh.
You look nice today, and I'm like, ew.
Ew, don't say that.
Oh, no, I don't.
I don't say no, I don't. I just
No,
say
I just
ew.
say ew.
Yeah.
At all times, I'm like, why are you being
So
weird?
if your partners say you look good or you look nice, say that y'all say ew.
They do.
If
Sometimes
if he's being
say, "Oh my
overly
God."
mushy, I'm like, why are you being like
it makes me feel slimy. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I don't know.
He's a private dancer.
Words of affirmation is just very not on my
Oh.
list
Me
at
too.
all. Like words have really they stopped meaning something to me a while ago, and so when you're like laying it on me, I mean that was how things happened. It was like,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. This is blah, 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 all the words, and then
Yeah.
it was while things were actively
Excuses.
happening. So then if he gets really mushy, I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah, it's kind of a trigger.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of gross.
Could you like fold laundry or something instead?
Yeah,
That'd be preferable.
Actually, can you just prove to me that
Yeah,
you're here and
yeah.
you're present? Yeah, I did not have a lot of.
Why are you looking at me
affirmation.
like that? I'm
I
watching,
missed this.
I'm
I was
listening to Anna. I'm being an
looking
active
at my
listener. Looking
split
at her.
end.
She's nodding and smiling.
I'm being an active listener. Sorry.
This is what I do
This
for
is
a
what you
living.
do. How you know I'm listening and I care about what you have to say.
Exactly. Anyway, I do love when Jay says sweet stuff to me. It makes me happy in my heart.
I love when Prince meows
I
at me
also
in the
think
morning.
I like it in a different setting. Like if I'm just like trying to cook dinner, I'm like, can you leave me alone?
Oh,
I don't
no.
want
To be
this to
clear,
happen right now.
I got home today and like the dogs were barking and the stuff was everywhere and Brandon was on the phone with a manager or something or he had stuff to
He was
figure
being a
out.
businessman.
He was, yes. And I was like trying to set all my stuff and call to order pizza. God, very important things were going down. And Jonathan was like, "Hi, give me a kiss." I'm like,
Now's not a good time.
I shan't.
I should.
It is. If I'm in the middle of something and that is the moment that
You
he's
mean
like,
that-
oh, blah, 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 says all the nice things.
You mean
I'm
all
like,
that
right
bouncing
here.
hair
Not
walked
right
up
now.
to you and he wanted a kiss and you didn't say anything to him? Listen, I creeped your Instagram. He didn't have none. Now he does.
He did have what?
He didn't have no hair, but now he does.
That's
He
right.
didn't have no hair. You know, he's
He been-
grown that out in
he
like
been growing
6
it out.
months.
Yeah.
He's been dedicated to the cause. He has a shit ton of hair.
Basic youth pastor hair.
Hey, I tell you what. No, he has a lot of
What's happening?
affirmation. Oh, we're wrapping this up.
I'm waiting on you.
Yeah.
Me?
You're the one who had something else to say.
I was being an active listener.
Was that you active listening?
God.
Gorgeous.
Okay, big point. Jared walks up to Laurel saying Bells is looking for you, but when he walks away and shows his face and side eye, I just want to know when he gets the phone.
He takes it off the table.
I've looked for this for a long time.
I watched him take it off the table.
Where?
So obvious.
He takes the.
We can pull it up right now.
Yeah.
It's so clear.
He
We don't have
slides
time
off
for
the table and puts
How
it in
did
his
you
pocket.
miss this? There's no way you looked for this multiple times.
Yeah,
I did.
it's-
I'm
they-
a man. It takes me a minute.
They show his hand putting it in his pocket.
They show
It took me a
him.
minute to find that phone. Come
They
off the table.
zoom. They zoom
No.
right on it. There's a man on the podcast.
I looked multiple times and I could not figure out. None of y'all would tell me either.
There's literally a shot, I think, of his hand on the phone. That's where it is. They
Yep.
don't zoom out.
It goes across the night, and the next thing he knows,
You probably get a
the
text
border collie
every
sat
time.
on the water fountain
The border
crying.
collie gets so sad in these scenes.
He's
It
really-
breaks-
It's really sad.
I know one
it's
of my
really hard.
One of my notes says watching Jeremiah cry really punches me in the gut.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I-
that's
it was really.
unnecessary.
He was
I hated
crying
watching-
too.
like,
He was
sobbing.
upset.
I did not enjoy watching
No.
that.
He's good. It's a good actor.
What does he do? What do actors do to sob like that? Tap into their own grief, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, something about finger guns.
Yeah, I'm asking
let's
Brandon to incorporate that into a dance.
I think
It makes
now
sense.
I get what you meant about finger guns.
It's the
Could you please?
I really liked it.
Oh yes!
It was really good.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, put that in something.
They dance together, people. In case we haven't covered that.
It's
Oh my god, are we till The Way I Loved You?
That's my next note.
Ah,
You gotta pull that
cute.
mic closer. We can't hear you.
Hello.
29 minutes.
Yes. Oh, I hate how Conrad got this song.
Oh
It
god,
made
when
me-
I heard it start, I was like, oh no,
Uh-oh.
here we
Bec-
go. Here we go.
It's on our album, Savannah, and
I
it just
know.
is the one. I love that song so much.
It was
Two,
Wait, what song is it?
The Way I
It's
Loved You.
the bridge, like where
Yes.
it's the build up to the bridge.
And it's kudos to this yet again. Prime using a very good song. Not you, timid and all too well.
well,
That's also good.
Well, it fits for Connie. Okay, this made me start falling in love with him, and I hate
at
Conrad.
at
This
that
song
moment,
did it.
I know.
When he started walking, I was like, oh, I'm feeling stuff.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
feeling things. Yes.
Something.
I felt the same way. I was like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
And then once the song ended, I was like,
'Cause he
oh no,
read-
we're done.
It hit my heart so much, and
the
I
way-
thought, do I like Jeremiah or
Yes.
Conrad right now? Is it because of the song?
It's
The song. He stood
the
up
song.
and he looked at her, and the beat, the music's going, and it was the way he looked at her.
Are you trying to find
It was all very
Trying to
good.
find
Yeah.
It was just cinematography.
Yes.
This was
And he looked a little bit
great.
timid. His face was kind of like, should I go out there? I
and then he
should.
was like, I
he played
remember
the
most of
face
the
right.
steps.
Yeah, he's like, I think I can do this. He was like acting a little bit shy, so it made me want to take care of him.
Oh no!
Yes.
Oh, no.
It was unfortunate. It was a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah, unfortunate like
Yes.
series of events.
Yes.
Coming together.
Yes.
to
And then the
make
song
that.
did end and the dance was over, and I was like, oh, I'm over it.
I know.
I don't think I liked it.
I miss screaming and fighting and
Oh,
kissing
here,
and
yes.
lying. It's 2 a.m. and I'm cursing your name. So in love that I acted insane. And that's the way I love you. Breaking down and coming.
It's
Roller coaster.
maybe it's the way I just love that song so much, but that one part, Prime Video did great at it because that just sent
so
my
good.
soul. My heart dropped. It made me feel like I was
Yes.
listening to Fearless for
Yes.
the first time
Yes.
when it came out, and I just was like, "Oh my god, do I like Conrad? What's going on
know.
right now?" And
Same.
I cried in my bed,
Yes.
cried in my bed
You
for
had a
so
whole- A
long.
whole crisis.
Yeah, that was it. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up.
No,
The power
it's
of
correct,
music.
though.
The power of music.
The power of music. But then when it turns off, I'm like, never mind.
use it wisely.
I don't
Never
like
mind.
that.
Yeah.
At 33 minutes, I said Jeremiah punching Conrad in the face was hot. And it was.
100%.
I don't apologize for that. It
Jeremiah
was hot.
was right.
And Conrad deserved it.
Minute 33, me crying in bed. Minute 34, still crying in bed.
You're reading mine. Oh.
I sure am. I'd like to brush past them.
Oh. I was like, how did you have the same ones?
Oh my God.
I was crying into bed for a whole minute straight.
Hey, it's cathartic. I only have 3 points, and that's okay.
Oh.
I
You were
was
drunk?
crying through this. Yeah, I was crying.
You were drunk.
God.
I was also crying through this episode, but my note, I do have, and I think that it's important, at minute 17:35, Jay said, do they have to have a talent, or do they just walk?
Oh, they
way
just
to
walk.
back that up.
IRL question from Jay regarding Deb Balls.
Savannah, do you have to have a talent?
No. Did you
have
you
sugar
truly just
cotillion?
walk? I did that.
Oh, yes. Was it at
Yes.
the country
It
club?
was there. Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
It's important.
That was back
You came
in
out
like
to
2000. I
society.
did. I was
To be
presented
married.
to society to be married by
As a
my
bride.
boyfriend that I then got engaged and married to.
Well, it
he
was
was my
judge.
escort. Yes.
Very good.
He had to wear tails and white gloves and everything.
He looked very goofy.
He looked very silly. I had to wear elbow length gloves and a white dress.
Was there a choreographed group dance?
No. When I
that
saw
the
that, I was like,
guys
Jesus, they did not make us do that.
Yeah.
But, he would have died. I would have been like, whatever,
were
fine.
very
I'll
cool.
figure it out. No, he would have literally passed away.
He would have been.
If he found out that would have happened to him.
Heavens.
But he also had to wait just in the spotlight, waiting for me to come out. So he was just like standing in front of everyone with very bright lights shining on him, which
Oh.
is his nightmare.
Well,
This is a nightmare.
Whoopsies.
like that.
Where did we leave off? Oh, yeah.
Crying in your bed.
Yeah, still crying in the bed. Also, okay, here we go. Everyone ready? So, 34 minutes, still crying in the bed. Also, when Belle looked at her mom and says, "You've been carrying this all by
that
yourself."
killed me.
That one was rough.
Yeah.
But can I
Because then
break?
she broke down.
Yeah.
Mom, that was when mom started to lose it.
Can I drop another bomb here?
Yes.
Same time, part 2. Also, did you notice how the song was "Funeral" by Phoebe Bridgers?
By Phoebe Bridgers, I noticed that too.
Was the show dropping Easter eggs? # Jesus Christ.
For Taylor
what
Swift.
else have we?
Open.
In her
we saw her.
in her skeleton outfit with Maddie Healy.
What else have we missed?
What?
I just thought that was so good. When I paused it to write down the time, I saw that the song name was "Funeral." And I thought, "Holy shit!" Like, this is in season 1. They're already playing that song. So they were telling us that she was not going to make it.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. That's the Easter egg you were.
Are y'all kidding me? I'm gonna start using my man voice. Listen up.
No,
Think about it.
I thought
This
you were
was
saying
season
it was
1.
Easter egging Phoebe Bridgers opening for Taylor Swift.
Are you kidding me
We
right now?
saw her
Savannah, did you
open
do
for
that
Taylor
too?
Swift.
I was trying to find my photo. I wasn't been listening. Sorry.
Here we go
Talking
again.
about Jeff.
Hi, Sammy.
Welcome back.
Part 2.
Hello.
Also, did y'all notice that? Okay, so when they're laying in bed, the family's crying. The funeral that they're playing is "Funeral" by Phoebe Bridgers.
hated that.
Oh, God.
That was season 1. We don't know what's happened yet. That was the first time watching it through. Well, think about it now that we watched it again. But if you were the first time watching it through, the show was giving us that she's not going to make it by playing that song. Brandon, boom.
Good job, Brandon.
I know. I was so proud of that
Clap for
moment.
Brandon.
Thank you. Oh
You
my
found
God.
out that Susanna
Barbie
was,
wave.
in fact, going to die.
Hi, Barbie.
Yeah, and I figured it out. And then I put, it was ahead, but I put, no matter what happens next, I always come back in here we go. Just let me keep going. So it is 4 minutes ahead, but she said, no matter what happens next, I will always come back to this place and these people. Boom, more fucking eggs. So they were already saying in season 2, she's going to pass and they're all going to come back to that place.
They are, but it's in jeopardy now. The end of season, the end of the episode, last episode we watched, episode 4 of season 2.
Mic drop. Bam.
Horrible.
I was proud of myself for finding that one.
And
Thought it was good.
you were finding shit left and right.
That's right.
Yeah. Did anyone notice that Conrad, whenever he's with Susanna, so like Susanna's sitting on the couch and they're like, "You got to do the trial." Conrad doesn't cry.
He doesn't cry.
Jeremiah cries.
Yeah. Conrad's repressed.
Well, yeah.
Didn't he cry after when Jeremiah says, Conrad say something? Didn't he cry then?
He gets a little bit emotional. I don't know if he starts to cry, but he definitely
capable
he
of tears.
he shows emotion at that point. That's when he turns and he is like like, you got to do it for us or something. He says something to her along those lines of, he's like, please, you have to do it for us.
Contrasted with Jeremiah's,
Who's fully sobbing.
Gavin's
Yes.
like perfect performance of that.
Yes.
We are such Jeremiah girls.
We are. I mean,
like a full-hearted,
His perfect performance.
flawless performance. 10 out of 10.
Give him an Emmy. No.
Conrad,
Please.
on the other hand, no.
Yeah.
It stuck with me on the
Yeah.
watch. I was like, I don't like that.
Ew.
I mean, now am I crying on camera? No.
I'm crying in real life, like all the time.
All the time, constantly.
I've got it covered IRL.
Yeah,
I'm very good at it, turns out.
I'm pretty great at crying. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, my last note is at 40 minutes. They're playing This Love for a fucking Conrad scene where they're kissing at the beach. I'm very upset.
They do some kissing at the beach.
I just want to talk to Taylor about this because she's approving her music. She doesn't give her music to just anything. I just would like to have a word
Is she
with
a
her.
Conrad girly?
I think she is.
Does she know
makes me
something
feel
we
scared.
don't know?
I don't like that.
No, that feels disloyal. That feels like we're going against
Yeah.
our cult leader, which just feels scary.
Yeah.
For me as an ex-cult member.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, maybe she's a Conrad girly. I can't let this note go unnoted. Savannah said at the end of episode 7, got overwhelmed and turned on Freaky Friday instead. LOL. I'm sorry, but I have a lot of thoughts on all comments. Dash. And then I made the comment, Freaky Friday was your comfort show?
The Lindsay Lohan one, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah,
I just
absolutely.
got desperate, and
So
I
can
turned on
we-
Disney Plus, and I was like, I gotta watch Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan.
So I take everything back about more why.
on and on and on.
So mine
I
is...
wanna grow up. I wanna get out. Take me away.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so mine is the Keira Knightley Pride and Prejudice version. Like,
Yeah.
that's my
Yeah.
comfort.
Screw you all. Ted Lasso is comfort.
Oh yeah, Ted Lasso's an
But Ted
amazing
Lasso is
comfort
like,
show.
You watch
it's a great comfort show, but also
You watch
it's
your mouth
really
when you-
sad.
You watch your mouth when you talk about Ted
I
Lasso.
love Ted Lasso, but
Theodore Lasso.
I only watch it if I want to actually cry.
My heart is so warmed by Ted Lasso.
Oh.
I'm only crying good tears.
I know. I cry because I love
It's cathartic.
what it does.
Yeah.
What it does for me.
Pride
The
and
dude
Prejudice,
talks about his dad killing himself. Like, it's not a
Zoinks.
lighthearted.
grief and joy can coexist. Like, I think that's the beauty for me.
It
is,
hurts
like,
me to watch.
I know, but there's just so much shit. Well, compared with Freaky Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You don't cry as
If I
much
had
in
to
Freaky
pick a
Friday.
comfort show, like, what show do you go to?
There's no
that you
difference
can only
between a
ever
show
watch.
and a movie.
Friends all day long.
Oh, yeah.
In the background
Okay.
on a loop all day long.
That's what it would be.
Yes.
Yeah. Gilmore Girls.
It's always
Gilmore Girls,
Gilmore Girls
Friends.
in the fall.
when I just need background noise, anything.
I think New Girl.
That's where it
I think
was.
New
Okay,
Girl is
yeah.
I do love a comfort sitcom.
Yeah.
New Girl, Friends.
I like
Me too.
Friends because you can just put it on at any episode. You don't have to be watching from the very beginning. I can just be like, season 4,
And their
episode
clothes
7.
are
Let's
Right.
always so good. Yeah. I think New Girl sparks a lot of joy. Schmidt is one of my Nick Miller Schmidt. It's just a great duo.
My younger brother is Nick Miller. They are the same person.
alcohol for outside wounds, or rubbing alcohol for outside wounds.
Drinking alcohol for inside wounds.
Perfect.
That's the philosophy that he lives by.
Pretty cut
I'm not
and
saying
dry.
it's
Sure
right.
is.
Yep.
And it applies.
I'm not saying it's right, but I am saying that is how he is.
If you're saying that is the state of the union.
Did we make it through season 1, y'all?
We're done with season
We're done with
one.
season 1.
Oh my.
What are our hopes and dreams for season?
Jeremiah's great. Conrad sucks.
That's right.
That is
the summer
pretty much
Still
it.
That is also the takeaway that I want for our listeners to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Is we keep in mind we have not.
Did you
read the
leave?
books.
No. Okay.
Did I? No, I didn't. I'm still seated right here. But we.
Cameron
keep in
is
mind-
awesome.
Yeah, Cameron.
Jeremiah's awesome.
Underrated.
Conrad's not awesome.
Yeah, and we haven't read the books, so we stand by what we are seeing on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Taylor Swift has some alternate information.
She's probably read the books. That's my assumption about her. She is a reader.
Well, our queen. What do you read?
It's
We
fine.
did it.
We did it.
We did it.
it.
All right, y'all. Thanks so much for listening. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please email us at ourgeekykindlespod@gmail.com. I'll play a little August Free in the background while I do this outro. Follow us on TikTok at OKKPod. And
on Goodreads.
And on Goodreads. Our Kinky Kindles has a Goodreads now, so you can keep up with what we're reading and what we have read.
Yes, that's where our bookshelf is. We have everything we reviewed on the pod, and we're going to have a bookshelf on Goodreads for everything that, like, is in the works.
That's coming up. So, yes. Great news for everyone involved, really.
Truly.
All right, y'all. Until next time. Oh, heavens.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.